says 0501 62 8931 0501 62 8931. Now ebia obi kura no oda brofudro so otimi no ka ho.
Yeah, obetimi anoma ka ho.
Okay.
Yeah, the only way I'll be na say obeja interval like 1 to 2 hours. Okay. And I mostly brofudro no so obenom no after say we didi. Inti ye de no fa no 1 hour so na we didi. Inti we didi we obetimi afa
wa brofudro no aka ho. Okay. Etimi the numbers need to drop 0246 07 3498 and now says 0501 628931. Offer Dr. Benjamin na hepatitis hunkomo ono ebeto aso T74 ubo rebe bia ubenye bi ato na etufo so afre numbers na media to 0246 073498. Dr. Benjamin ewie ye na wase
Miss Mendas na
se obaye.
Yeah.
Leo. You to be citizens, not spectators, citizens, not subjects, responsible citizens, building your communities and our nation. Let us work until the work is
at long last. The battle has ended. And thus, Ghana, your beloved country, is free forever. And here again, I want to take the opportunity to thank the chiefs and people of this country, the youth, the farmers, the women who have so nobly fought and won this battle. Also, I want to thank the valiant ex-servicemen who have so cooperated with me in this mighty task of...
Yanka eneye 5th March ya enkwachina ye 6th March kadaje ni puso hwe time no day kura adredwe no enka ba bia hudi amaye woni me kona me waje shon this ultimate two uniform no so to dwiso abubu pliti ebubu pliti na ode watade akoma seamstress anase tailor ni na ba this time pa won sankan pa ho de wa waso etimi ye hye no seamstress for ni tailor for no hwe ade abeche ama ayi 6 March adura won madwuma timi sorry rough manchester ki no sumangu no wa weje they say yasisem President John Dramani Mahama ochina ekoso ewa bankesie mu na yenim say Deputy Chief of Staff in charge of operations Stan Dogbe ejina mu padia ene ebeye krabehwe say you organize event pa kesie pa ma bibia ye chese bibia ye perfecto say ye unhunu say aha say kura de wo benya bibi kakra bi kura mistake challenge kakra bi kura wo ba bia hey stand eno kwa de we ye expert ankasa ameka wanye nwoto mo buyi na chacha ikachi mo wo banya we ye expert ankasa na efijase na ye ku ye 6 March e wo Roman school ho Roma honom na ne yeko na Roma school ni wa fijase ho eno ne ye be ma che afira asokore ya be o ye be ma che afira asokore saa no pa no ene ye de akọ Roma school mu honom school so a was sechere east nyina ya no aboa wo Roman Park ne so wa fijase school so nya enye 5 enye 10 school so bebrebe village is a wo area ho no nyina faka e dia ba fijase sebe ye bedru ye so wa wie yi mu say you no fit jump them say we no fit jump sebe ye pa ana se dia na si we Independence Square ya ehwe chese school so nyina no aboa sebe ye bedru mu so wie krofo ma gina wie mu saa nya sam ketu akora enru so kwa na watade ko mu nyina ye fi enu so kura na chese watadi komu nyina ye hata wa bre sebe ye bedru so DC ba be kasa MP ba be kasa ohine wo hono ma ohine ba be kasa ye kwa be hwembe yi ni mame we ba be kasa sebe ye bedru mu so se 6 March na nkasa kura ya starting March na nkasa kura hey headmistress madam ye 6 March na Ghana nya 68 years but ma join me Facebook no mon share mame Abdul Razak Sakzon wa join me Awia Farouk suwnie Robert Junior suwnie Enkamofo ya mugusua Ramadan ebremu munyina awia ye chia mu pi Bosho da o se he awia ba na ama awia ba na atese wo ye fast yankasa wo ye Ramadan Albert Agbodo King Farouk nie Nana Crunchy Junior unie Kofi Mensa nie Kofi Mensa says 68 years happy anniversary to us Kofi o kansa Ghana Krenya 68 years ya na ye areho sem se yenya ye fa ho de independence yenya 68 years dia ye di ye sim toothpick kora na ye import de ba matches ni mu nyina kora import saa niema we toothpick o so obi adidi awie enua yi a atwa ye ho ahia wa Ghana hai enua bebrebe ye bugu kwai timba yi nyina achi no ye sport bi di ko nyina no ye te Ghana mu hanom 68 years import toothpick bad leadership eno na me ka ho asem no bad leadership nti oman ye wo se konanim with all the natural resources oman na apaska Hussein Pabi Abdul Aziz was the DC of Germany. German burger jinemu awie. Alex Kofi Goho Amedeka. Won share me page ni enfama me. Won so a wo pese wo hwe ye so ye wo CTV. Ghana's #1 television station. And governor Fufro you know say Bank of Ghana Central Bank onko dano no oko parliament ene me nche hu kra me komanim ene de enura no ye nyabre Facebook for no amantimi anjone ye ene de nyame aboa ma jone ye enti ene no Dr. Johnson Esiama governor Bank of Ghana ene oko parliament ekoyi nsemfo bia no majority for ene ma ne baaye se Bank of Ghana sa edifice fufro office fufro na ni predecessor ye no oh se a Dr. Nest Addison ye no ehun kontabuo ona me kire Ghana fo eti ene Dr. Johnson Esiama oni technical team eni panifo bi a adwuma ne na si wo mo na aso no omo call Bank of Ghana omo call parliament edi hun sem ehun kiremu ekokotu edwa na said ye Ghana fo ni mu no ye wa hanom emma honorable Kujeto Ablakwa foreign affairs minister ene di ka de hun sem e baaye emma ni be ye he wo Ghana ha e be ye ho e wo Ghana ha sei say the initial value project no omo value no PPA one initial value no na eye 81.8 million US dollars after say one more pair and the 4 contractors one more omu nimu de e design bibia efa Bank of Ghana office for fra omu pese womu sie no omu kokogina 81.8 million US dollars. Oma nkane se eye cedis oma ambo sika ni din cedis ene yakase duty cedi depreciation exchange rate ni adinti no ene ma bo ye den enti no ema cost no sign the omo de call ye board approval ejitu mu no was 81.8 million US dollars. Then later almost also a revise ye review ye say I because of say ye Bank of Ghana office kesiye office complex ya ye ba besie no security features bi ho ne maybe one me was ye di hyehyemu from 81 million no ekoye ekokodru 126 million US dollars. When mu nyina na makasa se NDC President John Mahama so obe prosecute ya obe hold people for accountability ya. Sansem we say no even way back omo opposition no na ye wo document evidence wo hono mu ne omu ye bia enti omo adwuma ne de enye den enfama special prosecutor enye den enfama attorney general state institutions a wo mu na ye responsible so mo be hold former public officers. Former President Akufo-Addo na appointees say sika we ni edema mebu ho akonta no enya de was yedin because ene wo figures here Dr. Johnson esiama ebubobo so here Ghana fo onimu ne dada nti na maka sese no NDC aban wo bibi o nka nkyere Ghana fo sese here because after June ekono ye hia action ye hia enchiremu na ye chirem na explanation no enti wo ye minister wo ye chief executive officer wo wa mane bi bo a enchiremu bi a sese ane amamomre ye wura maachim ye de ko April May after June ekono enye de Ghana ni okoto aba edema wo no wo ba be bu akonta na ne ye betu we ne ye betu because e ka bi e wo state institution no e wo samo ma ye hu de akoto so no bi esu fa kire Ghana fo bi bibia so fa kire Ghana fo say wo sector kora wo ko enwe na akokoto ye Ghana for so wa ha se Bank of Ghana new office complex yo mu ye no minority group ya former minority leader Dr. Kese Atufo say oye finance minister no o lead demonstration e wo Ghana ha say enkran ha omo wura Bank of Ghana hakwa ya mo anwura ho ye stop e wo mo na mo national chairman ka ho ono boy no edusu NDC MPs be break kan Ghana for be break kan ho say mo free governor then governor Ernest Addison say sika no eyede free 81 million equal 121 million US dollars akwa do 260 million US dollars osu wonu obi ani nchiremu wa fi after demonstration ni kura chire kura no papa panimu sa no otutu fon e de minority for onko chim but in a parliament no micro minority for na aginem questions omu bisa just to justify the entire a free 81 million equal 126 million equal do 260 million US dollars no omu na aginem omu justify adia we sense you started project no covid mu ne started that project we 2019-2020 and all document ya new governor no ediko ya almost 30 year planning yes on besi Bank of Ghana office complex for no ache but question na Ghana for bi san say at the time Ghana war crisis mu e wi ase war crisis mu a mo se Ghana war crisis mu no within that same period sambre na nkasa nso no ade a yesi ebesi no enti obi ka kire me say obi be ka kire me say wo se wo ye office complex e dey ama Bank of Ghana na sa office complex na wo ye no eye sa wo tena office na akire se ye beto tomatoes ye beto cement say iron rods dudu say ne ye beto na do say office complex no governor no office ni deputy's office ni boardroom na wo say nya different boardroom be say 2 or 3 e wo say nya we wo say ye say e wo say ye fa ha ye the machines be gu be ye we makofa anim difu adwuma no mo be ye e na wo matena se and one more bu adwuma no ho content nyina say ebe cost o man 81.8 million US dollars. I call for PPA approval. Board on so agiatum. And then later no ya oh there be I was saying kedi we sha was saying kedi we fa was saying we ura from 81 million ako 126 million US dollars. And then from 126 million dollars no after there ni ya san so adjusted value no more than 100%. From 126 million no now call 260 something million US dollars. So o catch them say mo value no in cedis. Ebia sabe no mo ye no mo value bibia in cedis. Say sika say because Bank of Ghana no ye cedis e ho no cedis na mutwa mo print ye. Enti cedis na ye no ye kase e be Bank of Ghana new office complex no ho ye be bo ho ka 200 million Ghana cedis. Yani contractors e call true PPA tender bibia no e ma ye nyina gitum say 200 million Ghana cedis any year spending e wo new office complex Jama Bank of Ghana BOG no. But because of cedi depreciation exchange rates yeah ebia 2020 yeah starting project no na ye to cement 25 Ghana cedis but amemo phone ni amemo tantanti no any mismanagement corruption any incompetency ai eti ade I turn 26 na 100 Ghana eti value no just a review but mu ye bibia in dollars. So we ye calculation in cedis because adia sika 100 million na ebetime no 100 million cedis ebetime no 2020 no the same 100 million Ghana cedis no 2022 na we here be say 300 million Ghana cedis na asade no de aye but value no a we de ma ye for project no one value no in cedis we value in dollars enti ye ntia say ade be free 81 million US dollars, ako 121 million US dollars, na kwa do 260 something million US dollars. Na yenya emrahye bedwafo justify emrahye bedwafo a wokọ wo constituencies a omanfo a wo to aba na edema wo lucky basic things, basic necessities enema hodo a wokọ wo constituencies a omanfo hia no ebi ni ho no mo but this same parliamentarians no at a parliament justify the entire yanya value for money. At the end free 81 million. Ekwa yakoko do 260 million US dollars. Woko multi parliament no a ene abna osaya sare ya no ya former deputy finance minister nom ene Ibrahim Champion nom eba ya bebe ya Greek minister eba ya ma defense minister munyina mo justify. So question me bis Dominic Nitiu asema me bisa ne say enti no omo na wo justify say the NTS can free 81 million from PPA court through tender board approval ni bibia no ekwa yakodu 206 go to their constituencies. There are some villages here ensuo emu akura no bi Dominic Nitiu na omo ni abre na wo justify the NTS a free 81 million ekwa 260 million no me so be kwa ne constituency sabe ensuo eda ho no mo enipa ne moa na enom ensuo eda ho no mo enipa ene emoa ena enom. The last time Adamfo bi ewo Bank of Ghana eno ani se ade no ma ye wie omo so ma wie ena President Akufo-Addo mu ko bia no ena o ma se so makogum adwuma ekoso Bank of Ghana o se na na ama amane ye hunu wa hanom no ho ye nwie project no project ni ye nwie e ongoing because andana na Akufo-Addo Dr. Baumia everything ongoing sano ni akwa commission project ya ye nwie ye enye se project no mo se thank you project there ye hu ye bibia wie contractors ya bibia wie na thank you ni a commission wie a na kira se ye kuma kwa but today me se madam fune kansan ama ne ye hunu wo sa office ni mu no ye nwie ye basi ye be wie na enye na Akufo-Addo ene be commission sa project ni ntino ene ye wie so de ne ye wie ye bia no mu pom nkom kwa me mami governor no a video no from parliament say what ye 81 million Yeah, review Kurano, 126.
Mr. Speaker, the discussions
81.
around
126.
a new headquarters
More the best
for the Bank of
45,
Ghana
45 million. Okay,
dates
yeah,
back to
Governor.
Mr. Speaker, the discussions around a new headquarters for the Bank of Ghana dates back to 2011, when the board at the time considered acquiring land for the project. However, the board at the time could not settle on a specific location until its tenure ended. Mr. Speaker, even in 2016, when I was a deputy governor, the same issue was being considered. However, we could not settle on an appropriate location. In 2019, under a new board of the Bank of Ghana, a structural integrity audit was conducted, and this showed that the existing head office, which was built in the late 1950s, had developed significant structural defects and was no longer fit for purpose. Mr. Speaker, we have provided a copy of this document also on the structural integrity audit that was conducted in 2019. Following this, Mr. Speaker, the Board of Directors at that time approved the development of a new corporate headquarters, citing security, operational efficiency, and long-term institutional needs as key factors. Mr. Speaker, in 2020, the land was acquired at West Ridge, and I am informed that a competitive procurement process that was approved by the Public Procurement Authority led to the selection of Mr. Goldkey Properties Limited as the contractor under a turnkey arrangement. Mr. Speaker, the project was initially valued by the PPA at $81.8 million, but later increased to $121.1 million after the Bank of Ghana requested for re-evaluation. This was revised again to $222.8 million, and I'm just rounding off, Mr. Speaker,
after the redesign and inclusion of building management systems. Mr. Speaker, there were also statutory requirements, security needs, and sustainability considerations. As a result, the total project cost increased to $261.8 million. Mr. Speaker, as of February this year, a total of $230 million approximately has been paid towards the project, with an outstanding balance of $31.8 million to be paid to the contractor. Mr. Speaker, a total of $48.3 million has been paid in taxes and levies that were related to the construction. Mr. Speaker, beyond the core building, separate contracts were awarded for other infrastructure. These include ICT systems and network infrastructure, which was awarded at a cost of $8.6 million, integrated electronic security systems, which was also awarded at a cost of $15.8 million, and furniture and furnishings that was also awarded at $11.1 million. Mr. Speaker, these elements were included to ensure that the bank operates in a secure and technologically advanced environment in line with the needs of a modern central bank. Mr. Speaker, while the new headquarters project has understandably drawn public attention, Mr. Speaker, it is important to emphasize that the Bank of
ICT $8.6 million, and sana integrated security electronic security system $15.8 million, and sana na yabeka kire Ghana ni say COVID aba Ghana ni sika, and then so far no matuamu $230 million. Ni yaka kire Ghana ni say COVID aba enti COVID ba ye no Ghana ni sika, Ghana ho akire ye. But adia 2020 no ya value no 81 million no Ghana nya sika. Bank of Ghana na o man sika nyina ono da no no etimi anya sika. A reviewer not 10%, not 20%, not 15%, not 20%. A review project ba kwa amana kodu $261 million. And sana $261 million no emuni e ma kora so aye ba abaye no so kora no be se $40 million. E di se wo kan nyina abomu a na kire se Bank of Ghana nko office no mu si ye no sika kire se ya spend wo ho no yo mu nwie mpo. Kire so mu be wie ne de na sika ya spend no Kako be say $350 million because project omu nwie. Eti be na de bi o man yen kwa IMF. there's no value for money. And one is say Bank of Ghana Cheska. And one is say yetimi kwaji loan. Ya kwaji loan so Bank of Ghana ene kogo. Ya bo fund the bia a Bank of Ghana. And teacher say and one is say sika no yen create ni yen loot ni yen share. That's the only way out. Apart from say we bet nas na be use wadwen say okay yen create way. Ya Bank of Ghana office. Enti ene ya create ya baba ye ni yen share. Ye we nyina wobra ye ndwene Ghana ni ho. Ye we nyina wobra ye ndwene se ade na ye no. Sika na ye use rough for value bi animu no. Citizens na bebre. They don't care because they don't care and fa wo ho. Because it doesn't make sense. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. And ade no so kwade na eya ahometi eya wanwa kora so ne say. Obenya MPs na omu justify, omu defend it. Omu be defend ya justify the enti e was a basa. Ya. Go to their constituencies. Basic needs ya omanfo hia kwan e bi ni ho. But MPs at the parliament e justify say ya say no. Adia Ghana ni ehia, Ghana fo hia. Eni se be kuku sika be say $300 million say ya the office ba kwa Bank of Ghana. Meanwhile, Bank of Ghana na si hono no obi under obi no na emeki profit. Bank of Ghana and tontos, Bank of Ghana ema loans, Bank of Ghana enye transaction bi a wase edi ekaba. But the same Bank of Ghana no aboka over 60 billion Ghana cedis edi egu Ghana for so. Ubisa ni aka banking clean up exercise. Ubisa ni aka Bank of Ghana no etimi twesika over 70 billion Ghana cedis. Edi support aban be ne ya che na inflation shoot to come their fatima before so sometimes no a school no an ni pe be ya o madwe so mo be ko school no but common sense e fie nyansa ne de on apply onim fie nyansa ne nim common sense but onu ne the family say Dr. Ernest Addison papa penimu ti so ne ya o tintunto TV ni remote ne ye chinchim wo na wo dey manipulative figures na wo dey ye ne awope na ordinary Ghanaian abre. Because time almost starts so musi Bank of Ghana office we say no na that time no and na Ghana ye wus no ye economic crisis no start here every ba enti no ene no na say oh sorry na say what is say MPP for say na 8 years omu nimu nyansa pa but 8 years no mu jimi ana enwanwa because ade na enye e wona na ado aban mu no omo ka kire President Mahama say so also ba be reset dia ene na enye enti no en repeat bi sankrofo we ya e defend e justify de entia na wose na akufo ado amemo ya fun sa omo no a ene no omo catch President Mahama say wo se ade ne nye na enye enti se wa ba change aba na so ba ya resetting dia ade obi ya enye no e me repeat ye ne ma fufro na ekọ wanim omo justify e defend esanso etrem say yenko yanim but under one kasa ban no mu hu say eye ne ma fo no because of say no mo ye beneficiaries Ghana for ebremu Ghana for ekomu Ghana for ewuomu nipa ewuo no na wo mu nya sikanti no omu be defend ya justify because I don't get it say abna o say yasare o constituency enkofo hia niema na wo ye deputy finance minister na ene wo party wo opposition na wo defend na wo justify said dey yes o mo spend this sika we ya to abama nipa o mo wa adwen ya wo mu nyansa wo mu tirim anase ya to aba amadu your friends do free perfo omo mo ye greedy nipa omo ye greedy pesemi nkuminya for their selfish interests. And then one constituency, a Benja member of parliament, at now 4 years, 8 years, 12 years, 16 years. Now what is so? Because the constituency one of them said be a Jimmy phone go and a two about the man. Because our member of parliament, 80 defended this action. Then Bank of Ghana, take ye 81 million, akwa 121 million, akwa do $260 million, and then security features, ICT, one NTS spend $300 million, at your office back, wo empin, we yen swanum a biniho. And Futukwana Anamuso, uni quine papa, school die papa, uni be, or the parliament a defendia. Why Jimmy Tina so to Abamano? Ya wako 4 years, akwa 8 years, akwa 12 years, akwa 16 years. Where Jimmy? On Junior. Onjo me da me ntu abasa o me tu abama ba no me ya swing voter e swing kwa ha na swing aba ha na swing aba ha na kwa asa na me tu aba o me tu aba na me hunu se fa so bia ni so a metimi ko polling station kwa akwato aba metimi to presidential parliamentary cramento because me nim se me ma ba na me meto no sa parliamentary candidate na onye hute no ono a na be wini eti ne me na kra nto ense me kokrumuti na majara me come baby until say ye be realize who say nipa ye yi wo mo present ye represent your parliament one mo no wo mo nkasa interest nti no ye be sesem wo sesem 4 years hey wo ba no di semu na unpacking won ko omo state parliament one mo no omo ye defo ye sikafo pempem pa eno mo ho enne omo justify Yentia 81 million, a qua ya could do 261 million. Ya aqua other features, ya other debenda ya beboka bese your friend is saying. Ya beboka bese $300 million. Ayana sa MPP for ABA kasa na wamu ya ubi sase ah. 8 years no more Ghana has say. Question some actions bia na no mehu se President Mahama say foreign affairs land bia ya loot bia no ya reversing it back if foreign affairs but a MPP for ne di sa abone no a MPP for any di sa abone no eni obi na di bone no MPP for na Ghana ha police for obi eni obi frame me catch me say ne brother oko police training 2016-2017 na ka 1 month no pass out na Akufo-Addo be pam onya ne bra no e so nsa wiem wasɛn MPP4 in 2017 e justify de entia e wo senkofo akɔ training ne ya pam wo mo kɔtena fie omu bo hu se ye omo de but ene e ye wrong e ye abomination e yo man na chiwade Kwame Mame, this video, Commander Sugar Factory. Na yanko ye ni makacha mse ne mi feel well. Obi ejisika e de ye adwapade. Obi enso ejisika na o ma hye. Enfa no ho obepam MPP for be defended say eye but after 8 years no oma hunu se na ye nkwasasem no omudi nti sa nkwasasem no omudi ye no enu kwan se President Mahama ebeye bi even though President Mahama time no omu fa due process so uko election na ulusu a unye recruitment uko election na se ulusu a unye recruitment ubetimi your recruitment ni nyina from January ene de amfa nche me na ohema ne ho mfa no aho se ohwe enchiremu a wo de eba na ubisa se enti se wo aban mu di a unimu nyansa na wo ko opposition na ehunu nyansa na se wo aban mu a because of nia wunya no enti no unhunu nyansa e wo niema bi ho unless se wa ko opposition ene wo hunu se eniema ye de na enye wo aban mu a unhunu nyansa da just wa ko opposition enti at the time wa be ko opposition no ena be realize ehunu se na sebi edi ensem hunu na medi sa no Sana
my first time enter.
Omo opposition.
Na mo MPP government where you be where you would zifo because of crime and common adrodo. She command sugar factory machine side. Mama, Audrey here whom Odibe was a man. Good 8 years. And then the mother commander, men who them raho. She machines are papa, the Yamanado so went to one fight. This is my first time I enter war commander. Never mean the mum, no more day. MPP government where you be where you would zifo because of crime and common adrodo. She command sugar factory machine side. Mama, Audrey here whom Odibe was a man. Good 8 years. And then the mother commander, men who them raho. She machines are papa, the Yamanado so went to one fine year. She hear you to fall. She want, if you want me, if you want cocaine, if you want Tamol, if you want one in them city, the way you used to. Because the Mazi, same people government over the 8 years. So what to Moya? It's a youth for ever say Shabatan. But the Akupa MPP government is their time. In the daytime, 25th or 26th, MPP have been power beyond that. Or send one man you have been. In the young JM, or ya jump upon Audrey Yahu, Audrey Ghana for who, Audrey Puntu, Audrey Abatano. Let's send them out, Mamma commanded that. Then if you kept cost not, Mamma command me, Governor Sugar Factor Ghana for Mamma party grandmother dying. They ain't change this government that. Woman, young Chiado, nay, about Tembiala, one for what and Panfra, more Biano Hunter, never be government over Abelma, with this car, one year she, Shaco Father Papa, or the Ghana Sika ship could call in Nigeria. Last minute to call Constable. This is my first time I enter war commander. Never mean the mum, no more day. MPP government where you be where you would zifo because of crime and common adrodo. She command sugar factory machine side. Mama, Audrey here whom Odibe was a man. Good 8 years.
Echo ho. Madam Elizabeth Ofosue Echo command the sugar factory. Project here NDC ye. It was Central Region. Yeah, sugar ye import to ediba enye sugar ketwa. Onyansani Nyankopon ache ni wisdom. Na no. Economic dialogue yase. Papa Ikrani Dindi say or catch the President Mahama say Nyankopon wisdom odi ama no no ene odi ba besesa Ghana. Hwe 8 years. NPP for blame games is sound omobo ena na omo ye ma ayini si ho no ena hwede ye be na ye be manufacture ena de ahwede enso 6 months farmers do ya ahwede no enteki 1 year 6 months na ye wie KT Hammond be ye trade minister honorable Lanche Martin free ho ma wo ya KT Hammond e be ye trade minister hwe asem a wo kan ye ni sa date ni nie 1st August 2024 oko commander Sugar Factory ho. Commander Sugar Factory. Or say where? Omo de be ma lease. Or say the government is set to lease Commander Sugar Development Company Limited to an Indian-based firm, West Africa Agro Limited, for a renewable term of 15 to 20 years. Omo de be ma lease 20 years. Adia yakwa akwaji loan. Eni adia ye. President Mahama Ekwaji loan to a previous NDC 35 million loan from Indian Export Import Bank. There's an Exim Bank no. And omo de SCSA factory we say. Factory no SC one no mo. Ewo Ghana has say 8 years ya nyehwe. Anya hwe e ye loan o. Ya loan no so no taxpayers e tua wo Ghana ha. Sa factory ya me yi e de kire wi. Se abani yese obeya enka akuafo a ewo da commander area honom commander area honom no adwuma nkomo be ye wo area ho nyasem ketwa enkrofo awie school omo nko school adwuma nkomo be nya ye enyasem ketwa but because of say obi wa ban mu a na se ne political party eye niam a enye o support nti no ade a ye state property ade a Ghana ni ebenya so mfaso no se onu akasa na ban kura no a obetimi asi ni pen aka kira ban ne se masa Ghana for anto aban fa ma se be ekokoti be din se hunu kira ye onka unless se wa ko opposition se won ko opposition dia oni common sense woni tirim onko opposition dia common sense dia woni to nkwanta wapai just wako opposition enu afrase na eniema na ba ne ye ya enye no wama timi aka adenti ena wase ye kodi bank eye sa ade we di si hono na politics ayeye wo Ghana ha senti no for 8 years adini si hono mo na ye ka say ena na omo ye no blame game enti de odi dru ye no oto aso ana ye dey dear President Mahama NDC aban edidu 2016 2017 amemwo ye nto aso enti woto aso ana ye dey ye nto aso because ye beka say NDC aban ne be ye and a factory no krom ye omu wie kra no na ahwede kra ye de be ye na de be ye it doesn't make sense nyanse nim eti Ghana ntimi nkwa na nimu da Ghana oman 68 years oman na jija bibia wo man nim but leadership bad leadership bad governance amemu bone any empanimfo papa omutim wadwen pa yenya wo mu emomu medi wo man nanim nti no oman na jija oman na sen adenti na wo se basa but ye benya obi ewa ban na akasemu akasa justify the entia e was a Commander Sugar Factory 8 years ni no MPP aban eja ye di si ho na no ma mi ko ho no na me read this story no o se ebefa workers oh story way ebefa workers Commander Sugar Factory to create 7,500 jobs under 24-hour economy. Ebe create job. Oman ka send list no a. En shishaye no a documentation na MPP abanya ye no mo ba betwa so e dia ma list. Wo de ma list sesei. Enti oman ni de nya bi enye, oman ni nya bi enye. Oman ni nya bi a enye. State owned enterprises nyina ye ye ka. Adenti na wasa ye ka. Omani nya bi enye enti so obi ena de ne private investor ena de ne sika ye ya obeja asade ne nsen na ne other companies no wo gi sika di free na bosumi so ontua ne workers ka na wo dre wo num wo gi sika edikwa koye saade na na but say your mind de ane de eno nya your priority eno no hia ye but 8 years in that wisdom common sense no mo anya bi maame no Elizabeth Ofosu Ajare ono so be trade minister wakọ ye no wose under 24-hour economy no omo ba be revamp Commander Sugar Factory ama enwuma over 7,500 omo from hono na nya biaye na se ni pass be 7,500 enya adwuma ya abane na sumunju no ye bosobo ade na e wose ye hwe ne ye no ne ye bosobo ye be boss bossa ye be jade aguwe so ye friese so ne di kowe so ne friese so ne di akowe so ne ye di kowe so ne emonto monto no mo saa because wisdom eni amemuonim 8 years na wisdom eni amemuonim wisdom nyansa pa ye di bu oman e develop no that wasn't their plan eno no nka wo ma dwen ho eno wo mo hyehyɛ ye ho sɛ ye ba be bu oman amoman akonanim da na emom ye ba be destroy wo man ekwan ye be fa so ye be create ye be loot ye be nya sika nko a eno ane agenda no eno ane plan no ekwan ye be fa so a ye be create ye be loot ye nkosi Bank of Ghana hey wan ekwan ye $81 million na sɛ ne ye be nya de afiri mu o hwɛ ne ye pagya mu a Sanki ya bo bank no ho ka if 126 million no krom de mo yen and 130 million and ka ada sika na aka no sika be se $160 million no e bie factories Ibrahim Traore where you so $12 million and a year tomato factory Burkina Faso $12 million and what the year tomato factory koko hwe nyuma akreti e wo Burkina Faso and to say even $100 million krampo no and you see the be enuma you be create job opportunities you be factories ya and can nyansa wisdom will be nya ye military leader cool leader enya ye no and ki yakoye nim but that wisdom that nyansa common sense no a ye di bo man develop no MPP aban 8 years no more lucky na o need that wisdom ni bi because we had 2016 said the Ghana 4G boom ekoto aba edman na Akufo Dr. Bawumia any MPP aban sa wisdom our president Mahama nya bi 2012 to 2016 that wisdom ya akora na ye cool leader enya Burkina Faso no sa nyansa ni bi no ena nka na Akufo Addo ne Bawumia nya edibu wo man ya enka $20 billion entimi ma wo man Ghana coffers mu na ye nka se wo man no ye nya junk economy o man na say wisdom e dibu o man no na chese omo lake no omo ni bi na bi ni ho but ubenye ministers communicators MPs no omo defend it na omo justify na sometimes uti eche bisa say enti sanko for yam kasa firi omo to anom kasa firi omo anum and omo kasa omo ti yesi omo konsui emu ne enti omo de kasa firi esansa utie member of parliament utie minister of state utie obi a aban no edisika ma na ode ye bibi na wo hwe enchiremu a wode eba abonten a wo bisa se enipa we enti ni ti yesi ni konsui ana ni ti no esise beneto eso na wo kasa de afiri justify eniema we justify sa de we ana ban eye enka 8 years ni Commander Sugar Factory Exim Bank loan bana kwanke ya tue wie we ye no wa expand the project no na expansion na we expand the project ni de kona nim na o man e kona nim already 8 years akọ waste kwa enti ya so mo ba na Ghana wo 60 years na ya kachira Ghana say de o man na dru no e be take 3 decades senye wisdom na President Mahama di bebu o man ya na enipa kachira wo man Ghana say 8 years ni no President Akufo Addo ne Dr. Bawumia de be o ma destroy Ghana na o ma sell wo man no e be take 3 decades 30 years and san wo man etimi asa sori agya na so and then this same people this same person no ofiri say eye agimifo no di ye so onya sabi agimifo mo defending nti no na wo san so impose wo bi a one na destroy wo man ye be take 30 years and san ye timi revive no wo impose ni pa wo pe no e de na siye so na me di president kwa me my next video ne enko enra me see Facebook for na muni ha ti de me kan mo ante all the ministers mun kanya mo ho ye shedan tibi aside regional ministers asam na me kan other substantive ministers ne de agric minister me papa Rikopokunum kwabra minta kandonom ena we me kan me maami Elizabeth Ofosu ajare ono nso na anu mi hu se okọ factory bi a omo ye pad ni mu a wo mo ko bi ankenya no ho ele social media space ne ho no mo so entu ye minister reserve players bebregu kira a wo mo hwese reshuffle beba na abeko no beba be hye ho wo ye minister you should say social media space no na ne wo ye bia no emra meto abonten ne enso ehunu ye nka but se wo de wo hyehyehye ntokrom na ne wo ye no mpese beba masa madam ada ho be kire won wo be ko reserve players bebregu akire omu a e wo se sa ministerial positions no omu nya no wo mu doso e na aso regional balance president Mahama yade all the 16 regions oyi regional ministers ni wieye other ministries aka no make sure say Ashanti region benya bi Bunu East benya bi Upper East obi anya bi oye minister na sa wo de wo kotetete wan kona ntentanwa me ka kira wo say wo hwe yi a first reshuffle beba no pan e be kan obi anka bi ma you should space no na me betina na me kan ye de asi e wo Kumase honorable your friend say Agboja Governance Kwame Agboja Governance we na me ye onam tema motorway so ene wo kɔ no wo ba Ashanti regional minister Dr. Amoakohene minim so ya young man nti na gidigidi wo kɔ ne saa no o be president dachi speed ya wadi atiesi wa Ashanti region anu odin since chese wo bank kran oba vetting oba swearing in ya wo kɔ no abrante ya no wontina si o wona 7 am no ogina bridge ebu agu 8 am no ogina ha Honorable Kwame Agboja Governance ehunu se enye nkran na woso wotena onemu wakɔ Kumase aba na the man can say amemwo no Ghana say because of bad leadership, because 8 years in the Ghana come no we should just few months and a date say President Mahama near 2 months we should even say 2 months we should the President Mahama a start any near person why ye any near was ja now will be say adenti and I allow you Emma Jack Toronto any Dr. Bomia 8 solid years equal waste. Meetings are echo and then when the ministers who is a competent team ankasa and one more competent when we are super we are incompetent they are job resha for back out so we are kokwasa super incompetent adwuma President Mahama memmo a said the binum fresh segidi butubutu no dia resha for back count term 6 months acha 1 year resha for back count because what means laziness there the next 4 years ni yehunu bi e wa Ghana ha. Because Omaya, was 30 years, I recover from crisis. Obi 8 years, I remember 4 time, looters, akron 4, abe lutu o mine. Obi so the 4 years, ebe ya, catch the Ghana for say, or be fix it. That's what the be ya. So we are incompetent, kakrebi, we show kakrebia, won't you resha for back count. And Timun Kenyam, Mama me video no. And no meant me and you video natural. Official bridge, me video natural one. The Honorable Kwame Abuja governs near Warrior
Minister Mokaya Bridge na situation in Yakura and I know say the regional minister Abakromia, the road minister Abakromia, and on the 7th, that's Friday, contractors say bad bridge na so make sure say my camp for should be no my ni ya say bridge ya be ya na the president of Ghana John Dramani Mahama His Excellency say video ni beto abonte no watu hu ho na mo ya dia sedaka say madina minister Dr. Mwakwini because na dia wa mi hu bi da about 7 o'clock na Dr. Mwakwini gina bridge so that we no so ya nche emeje omo be ja to ya na quick said the kokko reflectly and we are near freshly banging and yet media fabric.
President Mahama says he is not president to complain. He's a president to deal with things. So he sent me here this morning to assess the situation. What we have seen here now, I agree with you. We need to completely shut down the bridge to allow the engineers to work with the contractor to quickly remedy the situation. We've gone under the bridge. We've seen some of the terrible situations here.
Bridge to na ebaye. I'm say 2018 no. Ana start here say and say akoya back and forth. Na ehun sensem saba am say enrane ananansane no. Honorable tina enkan enyi. Quickly no. Team together no pay. Buy our first thing. Say enrane share bridge near here and to train near my bit my account. After we other road projects in your house, but because you are having to focus on the bridge. Now I'm number 4. If I say bridge, you know, you close me down. From one who said the theory about the Dave Trapper. If you are going to be an anti-assassin. And you need to make you a Caribbean for
the Mama say, the regional minister say a ball and a pan on phone, no Okrumha. You have bridging. Am I? You are here, boss. If you da, on my bridge, yasi. Tiadena se pa, busy da. That champion for say, Abashia was saying, I'm not my fiada, but the name of Bamu Master. Yeah, Pipe was over Babay, my papa, my, and I'm going to show Musa.
Dramani, Ama, regional minister, Abaka regional. Come and tell you, say. Therefore, who is the regional minister? We are about that. And the regional minister, or 2 and then 24, Abba regional. Chef Yada Kwa, whom had by bridge in America. Yet TB da. Dramani dear, Eura. A crossover, the Mistow, or Mount Common in chair. Be baby, I'm quite across Mount.
Dr. Mwakwini Ashanti.
So, regional minister, roads and highways minister, and a woman of bridge in say 2018, and a bridge in essay. sikani ho aye de beye sabra no maka no say 2018 no de na oye MP member of parliament Isaac Kesiama no ye youth and sports minister ono aso na ye member of parliament e wo hono mu so ho ena bridge na da hono mu ana asaya edu sam pempenso we 8 years so 2018 sa popim 2024 6 solid years regional minister anko hoda Simon Semensa emfa no humpo wansi hoda Roads and Highways minister Amwakwata wanko hoda but ni enye sika puduo e de ye office e de ama Bank of Ghana won ha because omu ni sa atwuma mpo no city ni yo amodea omo ye bridge o omo anye bridge o ene se omo beto aba ama wo mo ane se omo beto aba de ama wo mo but share 2 months obi abedi president minister kwajo minister say road no omu tum ehia urgent attention omu tum ento omu tum wono from Friday kwe omu close that road no to omu close that road na the other route commuters ebetimi afaso drivers ni passengers no obi abetimi afaso but we say no de omu ye 6 years and a road no starting your bridge no start years 2 months to President Muhammad 2 months na no be catch na me say me madam NDC women organizer eh na ni musa ya sante for ya kasa do ayi the up de akoba kotoko no ye ni na bro do fu duapa eni ye piano 2 months atwuma mponwafo enya resource this same bridge 2020 omo fa so koye campaign bridge 2020 ministers MPs efaso ekoda constituency ekwakoye campaign constituency a omanfo to abadema presidential candidate to abadema parliamentary candidate common sense wisdom nyankopan farmer wa bisu benye wiase sika nyina oba be di president but because of so we lack that wisdom the zeal commitment so we be bu o man mo man aye ni
mudu do na me mo ye miti e ka tell say e da be be na me hwe mo ha wo na ke me ba no so road minister o dan bi bia ye ko e ko ba ni na no so e ba be bi e wa na ya worry hey that place money ba dey ya kacho wonsa de omo ya da nya Ghana ma fire fodoro de omo ya da nya we ya bi pacha we ya pacha afu we ya pacha but industrial city ye here pillars omo ye pillars no omo ye adwuma no nto omo ba ya plan omo de ba chere na pillars na enye hippie pillars no overpass. Yenye adi akonoma sant. Yenye adi pama sant man. The best family magazine. I that way big industrial city. And the past anyo way. Edi ababede. Ababe chemu yenu. Ye popular message na hanya kono. Sada moye cycle na mume na sama ya da maso. Yabada mase. Se yaba na ya hamu. Edi kamu de data plan ga ba office. Emma Hudu and I am minimum year meeting. The country was a day of a never share how we have Road Minister, but then be the company now. Then it says one magazine and I Nakuma in terms of a Juma ceremony. Sabaye immediately I was seeing the Finland just go to say yeah I don't want to Juma I don't want to Juma it's never me look and I'm raised here the educated security issue say they don't agree because 40 issues the visitor now they are so because I'm on an area they are crazy the name police commander Kasa the umbe assess situation now anybody we are most I can say I want air water. Because of
Menshia South. Oh, why can't an MP was swimming pool? Or say, Chem, oh, majority leader. The constituency. I don't say, Omo can say, ye hear the Moyan was circle, Nibi. Omo cano. Honorable say chairman sabon to constituency na wodi so sa atena so sa no almost say ye hia de ye no circle ni bi asanteman so no mo ya de papa ma ya so ye because na the way aso me run about was tie no na ye ni say interchange mo kwa ye wo ho no mo de be ye bibi ti say Dubai circle yi so ho bibi sa ana se pokwase amasaman enso utie de omanfo mo ho no ne eka no a Chese o se your friend is say architectural drawing ankasa omo de be kire wo mo de we mo ba be ye kwan no eni de say no mu hunu e quite opposite e different cra enti dear President Mahama ye wo circle no dear President Mahama sika African Development Bank e de to one ma ye de ye pokwase amasama interchange no so ami Mugabe ne manfo o say chairman sabonsu manfo say omu hia bi abato ho wonsunsanso se wotena se wo de wo Ashanti region na de MPP twa wafuruma na wo de every 4 years bia no wo be make sure say NPP ni ena ye member of parliament ya ene Kwame Nkrumah seke kwan no mu benya bi nso beche pa ai pokwase amasama 13 mu benya bi enso beche pa because MPP parliamentarians enim say de wo hia t-shirt e wa Ashanti region omunyama mu t-shirt a omuni mu awie ya seda enkoma maboafo na ye wo asase kese asase papa ya ye tom asase amansontwi bia ani hu ya ubetimi akwakoje wo de e wo Kumase atasamanso asase amansontwi bia ani hu eda kuro fifi utimi akwakoje wo de a ebebo papa afa me ka cho say ye wo efie kese commercial building e wo circle commercial building e wo circle radio station say ne enye residential area enye ne baby aye mbezi eye no baby a eyi commercial center so ho be hu say working na advert ba ade ya che be hu say hon ma ye busy enti no utimi kwakwaje e wo circle odo rice wo pe what they call American Mall honumwa odo rice honumwa ben American Mall honumwa na sa commercial building kesie yesi e wo circle ho enti bo modern na kokoto ubetimi dia radio station ubetimi dia TV station land krasa danimu de opeso odi ye bia betimi aye rooms wom washrooms wom parking space so e wo ho tu betimi na akwaje na etimi aboa wo se an ubetimi dia ye school Airbnb banking hall radio station TV station imagine say u station u radio station TV station esi wo do rice say kinfifin working announcement inu an say wo ya announcement enu an say we di advert banner we di ba but say she baby a adwumayefo na mu kwada bi o mo yira ansa no mo ba adwuma ebede no wanya business etu betimi afre ye 0244 810339 0244 0339 and I say 0208 178953 0208 178953 Ebuano edda form a negotiable nso afei asase nso ameka no ye to asase wo Kumasi Atasamanso residential area ebuano da form asutwi bia eni ho etino real estate developers and afei so individuals ankwankwa mo passas papa atono eben new headline educational complex Manzaya Hospital Kumasi Krofifi ubetimi afre no nso 0549 436442 0549 436442 and that's 0549 436442 0549 436442 na asase kama any commercial building no sentimental top choco chocolate spread ya the fat bread me ya kama ede yenu no mo ahoden ya abusua no esiese mamu ye tobom fefefe nkora ni di abu awo mu ne de top choco chocolate spread eye pure cocoa ankasa your top choco 3-1 chocolate drink nso a enu su cocoa wo mu kom sugar de ohia eni unsu ohie to phone fresh 0243033033 0243033033 booster bomb mixture e boost immune system ama wankaso ehu se woni pedua no ahoden sonko e na abam yo number 1 immune booster e boost herbal mixture yade akwankro bia infection bia wanye bia no uda edro so a pomodi anum bi bon se okọ hospital doctor hwewa was wati apo ntem sa no Hospital Square Junction Ghana baby etonu bia benya imbuse herbal mixture to to phone 0246 208490 0246208496 rather na yentimi mwa Rush energy drink a boost immune system no ema wa hoden ema vitamins papa boost energy level enu entin wo bia no bi fatigue de bre waye hodwo waye moton no wo hia Rush energy drink driver for di ho adanse bia mechanic for mason for student for athletics for bia edi ho adanse athlete for edi ho adanse di Rush energy drink na onso enum na embustu energy level enno awiai me ba na maba be di nkomo e wo fie Divine Kroma, Director of Operations, PPP, Citizen Ato Dadsi, General Secretary, GCPP, and Ibrahim Ali, National Communication Team Member, NDC, Omunyana adjourne me ewie yeba na yedin komo na yatoaso. Ewu efi ha sei. Ibrahim.
Menu aba.
Mame emu hana ma wakwa aba nso.
We dey meje wo so. Ene wa fire pa wa mane aji. Especially obo Commander Sugar Factory so.
Okay.
Me to okra na mane atatansu. Because enyasem ketwa. Apan ade abro. So mama sema kamejina so akasem kakra afa Commander Sugar Factory. Ba
mama ya bushafo nyina akwa aba no waba so ai. Enti lawyer to dadzi. Lawyer. Yey. Aminchiawe.
I'm a mirror.
Oh, I don't know.
Raho, pa.
Ade.
But you're not Ghana in 68 years.
Ghana or pension. Oh, yes. Retirement Ghana.
We are acting as if the Ghana is young born. They were Ghana need to cook.
Mina may act as a Ghana for.
Miss, yes, be.
Okay.
Usanda, once I'm not can be a while. I feel that. Either Ghana, we are marking time. We are marking time.
Yeah, the journey to 3 and 9.
And you see, you spoke about parliamentarians. Na nititi jinayami na we yesubendo.
Okay.
Because we continue to vote those same people into parliament, whether they perform or not.
I'm who say Jimmy.
So it is not based on sometimes their performance, but. They be an also baby Sebi will be yefi. Yeah. We don't believe in loyalty. We believe in performance.
Okay.
If you don't perform, we will take you out. Into Obia in 50 mountains, Obia in the Wakado swing region.
because if you don't perform, the man being there, we will stay loyal to you. No. There will be my minchio. Now minchio waiting for pimping.
Okay.
Minchio Munia Divine.
Okay.
And then my first time I mission.
Okay. Divine so akwaba.
Mbere komi.
Yeah, yeah, obi ade.
Ade mu dey say ya. Say nya wo dey ade obi ade say ya.
Yeah, obi ade na otu wey.
Say ya.
Otu wey we to be attack.
Say ye ne kani.
Iti ya obi ade we dem aminchia wo ne wahwefo ne watiefo nyina. Numafo ne saminchia wo no mutio.
Oh, nungwafo e da mase.
Nungwa Sango Beach.
Okay.
Brigade for no. Me ba sisi ano obi me mom de o man kra me mom but me ba sisi e na me fa ho me hu se obi ton pork or junction ho no mu a.
Okay.
The speaker no wan fa monyu mo. Em say o se won ye ne de. Me ti say we bie mu ku ha.
Wow.
And I was a minya feedback on me car because me so me ti the same station. So na pese me hu ba bia efi. Na me hu say sana ba bia efi no no enti no. My member on the production team abaso.
It does. Enra my sister so called Dome Market. No such as say. Ka bia obesa hu bia no Accra FM. O si enkofo bi obi ton pineapple abobe wo ho. Waso ne radio kitwa ne da Accra FM. En o si enkofo bi nso wo mo ye bibi che se o mo bie mu wo Dome Market. En o mo bie mu sa no mu tie Dome Market fo awie ye chia mo. Ya chiamu pa.
Slam down for so 8:15 for so muti.
Okay. Obi a utie ye bia no. Obi a hu se wi abode ya hanom na abetin sempa no. Nti ma afa memra wo so Ibrahim memra wo so de na wo ka Commander Sugar Factory na afi.
Memra Commander Sugar Factory sensem ho de ya na krofo ka ho asem sa na maboto. Na mewura ho yi because akofo ado aban ebo Ghana fo abro. Abra sebi ehunu bida Ghana bakosemo. And they say Commander Sugar Factory, the motive behind the establishment of the factory is say a baby nyuma. Na the edikan, the na Ghana frontier say nyina ne say Commander Factory no enye sebia the Kwame Nkrumah de buy no na yekoto aso. Baby na Kwame Nkrumah Factory esi no. Ni baby this current Commander Sugar Factory esi no wasn't the same place. Different places altogether. To President Mahama Eshasiye from the scratch. And what they Odisi ho. Somewhere around June there about 2016. They test run. I heard said the Mosekano no.
Sugar cane. I
heard produce
June 2016.
Yes, somewhere around, you know, when we were leaving office.
Okay.
Emma white sugar. Ghana for nyina edi ho adanse. Almost all the media houses in Ghana eko twitwa ya I mean eda fidie so bia betimi akọ ehwebi. Enti obviously na chese bibia atona kwemu a wazenka factory gidi shase
because idea ya start ya run test ya.
Yeah, run test.
Ya produce sugar ni bidie dia na aka.
Bibia okay, dia na aka loan na John Dramani Mahama buying SSA from the Indian bank, which is $24.5 million. What's a movie BBL? There was a Kakufu Adwabaya and say, or bedding so Akwaji Bosiano, 1 year tree, because no one interested, say, Obetwa Ama Commander Sugar Factory, no, Akoswo. And ye, until the American say, factory Bekoswa. What ye said the Cassia and I'm a trade minister Elizabeth Ofoswajari. What the master no? Say factory bet me a Juma said yes, say not a fata. Said ye beya a bet me I realizing our dream of creating job to this 7,500 youth in Commander and the entire people in this country. Nanipa bakwa ye bet me a jeno ho akwantre all the time. Amana ben minister no amano counseling de kikareka ho yewra Chatman Vani Amwa. Now oye former secretary to the board of the Commander Sugar Factory. No sanso board member. I mean, Commander Ihun on one media no efreno. Okay, the face of this whole Commander Sugar Factory. I'll be beer or pench mubia fa Commander Sugar Factory mono. This was the fa Chatman it's a mystery minister say I mean Kebeya Kwameno. Now you see this country can actually work. It can work successfully with that Chatman and the idea that whole. So we investigation commander, even the people, the indigenous in commander, say, Obian will do one cotton in this whole factory way. Did the Kika Obian wa onim the know-hows in this factory establishment are. I mean, or chain, Chatman. Temestre, where you are the Sadiakas here, and I'm the 2 minister name. Temestre say, Aben for factory the idea. I mean, obviously, a Juma. Now, Omo didi sika ewo factory hono nyasem gitwo. And I'm Mrs. Comedy who there was just say I oral reports no me na me besa me share reports na me kan say ye wo menya din bia na e fa nkrofo a omo didi ewo nyasem gitwo just say omo ye share that say omo bo man no. They didn't have any plan about this factory. No more factory. More promises some of the background. Pastor our ground to buy. Omaka say buy a basis factories are factories are from the scratch. And I'm no can say factories back ground boniwa or masi. Four factories, individual factories or masi and omodi diako to so or be crampo soft drink company kakra with 2 acres the kura. Normally 1D 1F akoboso pine. Say this is one of the achievements. And Ghana for they say they will see economy about. Oma Akufo-Addo wasting on my Ghana 8 good years. 8 good years. Barrels and crabs and Sakwana Erisia Fiso. Casapleco, come say one of the achievements. Casapleco, many are. Nasa Tobinco Cram, say 1D1. Yes, I'm going for one series. Tobinco Cram, say 1D1. This government is the most incompetent and clueless government I have never seen in the history of this country. They know. Okasano, okay, say, Oma wasting 8 good years. Many are by and then no say waste now my waste crampono and no crampo just say back to 100 years. Apart from so my waste 8 years or no. Omo diakuyechi Akufo-Addo ntimi mfa ne nsa emmo ne bosa obaye we ni na waye obisa mo bia is a free SHS any more achievement na free SHS kro dey say education sector no and nkra mo produce omo nkra ntimi nkenkan nkra ntimi ntwere obisa akra yi anu de fa ha no de nama no de basa aden money man dey Akufo-Addo no Dr. Bawumia many aba na me ra hopa waki kan sema mana toto mitrema ama chese me baye bottle ko dokra pa no aka no am gidi ye so se asiefo nso beti dia fedie beto all the time no matie dokre no that's Ibrahim dokre ndi omutie lawyer
kanama nyemre nsem ne mana
also ora ho say
I mean since ended and I started the modwin maybe on there and I'm sure 68 years. Yes, there are gains that we can talk about, but there are fundamental issues. The number muko class 1, class 2, class 3. Now started there, especially classes, because social studies 5, 6. Now what kind of Ghana our economy is heavily dependent on import. We studied about the Gadgetsburg economy at that level. All these years. Yenya money paying for Beka we are under the Gadgetsburg economy. But what are the practical steps that you take to deal with some of these situations? Bank of Ghana, America, furniture $11.5 million. Beside that 11.5 furniture or ye Ghana furniture na will use another or crab.
A tomato factory will create. You
understand?
Emma Burkina for.
We are going to import. We are going to import until we end up always enriching other people's country and living our own. Here you're planting for food and jobs, yet we were importing rice for school feeding program. Sebi nyanse wo moyi. Here you're planting for food and jobs. Now I import mackerel, whatever. You cry rice. My rice in boy, yes, spy to cry, yes, Sunday just to give it to the kids. It's no one for soon and Yansu will moy. Yes, you want to turn the economy from taxation to production, from the Gadgetsburg economy. Look at what you were doing. We were still importing. At the same time, you were running a school feeding program. So there are either practical steps no they taking. Either you take those steps. Today, me, I'm just hoping the national dialogue, economic dialogue, will not be one of those things. Because Ghana, we seem to be experts when it comes to talking, but when it comes to implementation, we still lack the temerity to do it. Because unfortunately, most of the people who have to support it, will fund the political activities. We are scared to deal with them head on. Because most of the people who are important are the ones who sponsor political activities of the various political parties. In top bande, yankade debia na yetwetwe yen ho. Na ma edum pempendua on money. When we are celebrating Independence Day, we should be counting our gains.
They are counting your losses. So every year, BRCs, you're counting your losses.
Look, when we are talking about the State of the Nation address, let's say State of the Nation, even there we are not able to say a lot of what we have achieved. In today, it's either yakakakra of the challenges. Na ya start ya kanda yepede.
But yes, I no say. When citizen, time will be your best start to say you can about your gains when you are gaining biano. Near IMF for us. 10 be a Becca Sani, ya record economic growth, GDP by this, by that biano. Na IMF for conditionalities, no policies ni bibia or Masha Shama in the year so. But as and when I brought 4 pound no much any be free as biano, na a losses.
And you know, today, independence. Because the economic independence that we so needed, we have not gotten it. Yenya dam famudina debia yepede yezinu eyigen yenya it's royamede. I'm happy the President Mahama we decided the grand celebration no afi yedwetwedo
fa so bi ani so
because oyesika say hun oyesika say kwa wadenka dam dey nka yetsena ho na yesu with National Day of Mourning. Because we are still running this country without any KPIs. You see, we are appointing people to as CEOs for entities. You are appointing one. But we are not giving them key performance indicators. There, Masa. This is the situation we are going to meet. Omano yim, yenyim, yawa say. But within 2 years, this is what we are giving to you as your target. If you are not able to achieve it, Masa, where do money not war? We need to start changing the narrative. You have to mean the same things and we expect different results. CEOs here are appointed. Unfortunately, even MMDCs, they are applying. But CEOs, they are not applying. We are appointing them left, right, center. Sometimes somebody feels they deserve, though there is a sense of entitlement.
Because we want a party.
Yes. Me, I don't have a problem now when you appoint party people. Because first, party people be brave when you expertise. But in that when this my expertise or woman, MPP, my PPP, my GCP, expertise or telemun. Also. But within even the NDC, some of the CEOs, are they the best in those areas? The ones who have the experts in those particular areas are what one out to one another. We need to start looking at some of these things critically. Because you see, at the end of the day, one more to a ban. So you need people, not just people who are there who will be feeding them. No, that's not only what they want. They want people who will perform that will affect their pockets. Because in them was go be moasa. One penny they be over now today, but Basabri ye juma obotu wa bom won so wokutokum we die ya. That's what they want. So we need a change. Leadership change in the Yansaka. Aka mi na wo ye change we dey esesa. Yen use yimpa ne yesu na dey esesa. Nto man pain do appoint wo. Na katsena wa na ansesa wusu ben wo wa. In the end, ibogu na yima ese gu party na yima ase. So individually people need to change. And take their offices that they've given them serious. Say be nyima wa appoint 2 years was actual. So consult. When you consult behind the scenes and you to be a renyim. Obi a boring would consult obi. But at the end of the day, results na end the
deliver
results. Na yeshwe. But why you today you could jina ochina 68 years. Now your my account of Bank of Ghana. Ah said be office no. Onyana no twa no wo debi. Ejuma Bank of Ghana wo ye no. It doesn't pay itself. The office doesn't pay itself until the trouble gas. Trouble gas and it can pay itself. And how they run the Bank of Ghana aground. We know how it was run. And it's kind of wocha. At least maybe I'm happy we have a leader who says that he's not interested in going. Okay, straight chair Bank of Ghana governor there. You should be rest assured. I think that assurance is good. Now let's start walking the talk. Kasani yake oye. Yen shas des ye sisifum. Yen shas de ye take the initiatives obebo mo man afone tampefra. Yen shas de we are punishing those who have taken this country 30-40 years backwards. Because nana madam punishment in one bar. On yes and the biara mo biara obebe mo biara do musumin kwatena wana musumin ye biara ochina wanyam hwe. Because obi ye na nkasa no why then am my brother the BMBB. Into the punishment for those who have run this country aground in the and I'm a bomper there. We should take it serious.
Only say lawyer say ebia ya bia be kan yama president Mahama mre yama mre. And some year ne governor yakokan figure ya obubuyi. The abeka ho a eye fufura ye separate contract o mo ma ye say furniture 11 million. And idea be kra ayi ICT ne CCT no we 15 million no me ada electronics no na abeka ho yate a. Me kai say President Togo Tinubu friends in Nigeria. Oba ya after nesuring a week pe na Central Bank Nigeria omo governor ye man so. Almost inflation akwa do 21% e bin see the decades omo hu bi da. Time ayachi akwa na ye de na 54%. Almost naira no depreciate to certain percentage. So enti ye no mu binu ya ne hu sa NDC fo asemo de yakoma edi agro because ye nya governor etimi twesika within a year more than there's a 42 billion yeah wo hwe pe the constitutional mandate no
exactly the Financial Responsibility Act.
Yes,
I mean whatever that was done was reckless.
Yes,
and we watch on.
And then other sort your best friend was your best friend, your baby see your best friend by a delay. Identity you see a quiet office complex, there may BOG. PPA tender echo 81 million. You review 221 million. A quack could do 260 million. Governor, that's what then fee say, you're train your best friend. Divine, my member also. You're train your best friend.
Yes, rule of law.
Yeah, your best friend is
so you knew that rule of law. So when you were telling us in opposition about some of the acts and of we taking, what was your basis? So what are you using with that information that you have? What are you using with it?
And
if it's rule of law, call them and invite them and ask them questions, and use that to determine a prima facie against them. So what are we saying? Anyway,
Divine.
Yo, Pinase. I mean, charity for national phobia. Unim. Sometimes when ayeda sorry anopa na ye pepipi e be hye yen crying eya nyaya na nka ye beti news bi a ebe ma yakoma to ye yem na ye hu se ene de Ghana ye de but every time bi a nsem na obeti no akwa eti se nsem a emu ye yorem na akwa eti se nsem a wankasa odadwe nwa ubisa se Ghana no sabi o a bit baby different na so omo de omo hu ne different thing na say it will not make sense to you da she okay say yet your mem ha say and we were complaining about forex everything exchange volatility, okay. And then the fluctuation, and then to the extent that government issued a fiat through the information ministry directorate. So kaya omre by say from henceforth no one obia en hoard dollars almost also the buy a crampoma some of a running forest bureaus are now other regions in other places no omo arresting omo no more operating new owners ni bi and almost also say from henceforth to crown ma obia and transacting business in dollar terms bio so okay
yeah
yes so you can imagine say sa institution nankasa na ede sa instruction ne by directive ne by no ono ankasa no wabuso in the first place. Now unim dienti a shocking me say more be engage the services of contractors and an confirm no be adwuma e ba ne saying and amoji quotation no in dollars mo present your quotation no in dollar terms to say yeah charge mu dollars say na me chiro be asasem ni na afi unim be ni na afi okay it's all because say some the basi disimu a sika ne be yehu
ye body
a ebe ye hu it is all by observe wa bibia eye krono bi under this government bia no omo quoting in dollar terms so relatively you might think so sika na enye sika bia oh sika we die enye sika bia edoso na so sika na ye body nkire wa enye sika ketwa o na na ma me ende se enye se me follow parliamentary proceedings listen na asem ne koye no a some of the information won no na me da all this while I thought say sana Ghana kaya ball nyina ne sa $264 million ne pew. Sana outstanding issues ne nsam bebre ewe chiri. Hwe me bay na unim say yes I spend $264 million. Na me pese me converting to cedis. Na me hu din ne bonti me Google me kache Google so mbo mame. Because na figures na do so do. Unim say a 3 billion 960 million tio sika dasu we chire de dasu we chire no yes surplus no eno na ye 960 million no
and that's almost 4 billion Ghana cedis
and ye the yes our structure no na oni ma de ayurem wo mu say structure na nkasa no I'm a project manager by profession so understand some of these things okay. Imagine say so person unji quotation from ABA prospective contractors and as all fear here. First and foremost, you must have a design. You must show a design. Say this is the sketcher. Okay, from the design stage, nyama we ne bekomu. Nya evaluation. No be estimating the keka ho. Eba ne saying na wo kwaji approval for a structure. Who ni design ye. Tio design bia nka ho. Ya ma design. The year you see a of course and a PPA approval here initially almost approval $81 million. Then as almost kono na almost say landmark no land size no SSA kakra percentage wise the crowd they do 50%, but most also increasing for more than 80%. Tio, so you ask yourself say who will design here a band is saying and na wo to sa cost no edikodu san pepe so no se no dan chen na nama ade ba ku biom esanso ye yurem wo mu no say at every point bia no Bank of Ghana chere se omo ho no ma na design contractors for na ba say is carrying here bi aka ho obi ani wonu mu a or check all the tia or yeah event say value for money near ba na ba GB inti no increase here from 81 and they call 121 na just say at every point bia no aban no mu hiom sika na person mo nyom niam no maba so mo ba beji sika ni
we should the name of
building Bank of Ghana
new office for Bank of
na unim in all of this no na ya dwimpo ye say e bi mpa eno ani de o ma ye ano because who say ye ba beto aba no mu no ena na do we kwen no commission ye so in our minds no they say it was operational so we were going to use that space so everybody in their minds no knew say oh ade no ye wie ade no san ye wie ye unim say eka eda achire eka eda achire eye $38.1 million eno ne outstanding no na sa osan so komu bi wa ade ba kokora ya wo mu kura so ne say unim say the finishing and the finishing of the property no eno nka construction no na mama ma breakdown no na hwe netie say furniture alone am be Bank of Ghana ne building no $11 million. $11 million no adan nipa hin so I followed up. I asked somebody say sa budget does it include all the other regional outlets na sana just this place and I me other guy be operating furniture company ebisa na mbisa say 11 million the value of in terms or say you can say you 11 million say the craft furniture in terms of the umbet na some tables na even crown the top standard no crown or say it means that say, parliament house or crown on ground honor the whole parliament nyina be yema including building no crown to me and carry niamano meanwhile no you say they award the contract again. Say the building event is saying installation of ICT costs and qua 8.6 million cedis. And when you check the ICT component, what's it? Dollars. $8.6 million. What him say when they define the ICT way now, component, then they break it down. To say CCTV camera and any other security features need to separate to a home almost spending $15.8 million. I mean, then nobody like installation in security then nomudi ya obi humbi da e bro so a bibi sunku bi enu ntino omoba no look say and unim say omo trivialize the dollar the mentioning the nomenclature dollar no omo man look to say me to coin experience I mean no share unim say obroni £100 €100 kra no wo de kire no it is as if say wo de bibia yem bodinda and de akire no because any sika normal ma this man is a ya bobo no normal as if say sika ya trivializing a man na look at say sika simple bi no a big deal sika kese yan sada sayam na de bia ko sresre sika ne enam abonten ne e pachew na yesi o ye ho kire ye yo ye hia grant o ye hia aid. Now we make it look like dollar na nya bibia bola goose bi into be hwe ne ebobodin yesi o ye African Games sika e di fidi athletes yesi o $50 million by me bonus
what's your in dollars.
Ask again. And I may say the agenda is just to make it look like a normal go born $50 million. Bebre.
And you boy in dollars.
You boy in dollars. Let's say I simplify next assembly. Now you see, idea ya was anama we nyina say yen penny for no muda omuda dream one like na ye den. You ask yourself say into omu dream ho kakrampo. And then Osha Parliament the back and forth to this assembly call on one hand no there is a camp, there's a faction on my dream say omu defend it Bank of Ghana no say omu who kwai so spend this can no na taxpayers money Ghana fu sika ye explanation me supervise project bi na kasi any way but I can tell you say to spend $1 $264 million on something like this year. It doesn't make sense at all. It is neither here nor there. Ohini ya okane brofi. Or see, refi neither boiling or roasting or this thing. Yeah, fa. Or see, we don't like it boiling, roasting or frying. The immediate corner majority for say omun koshishimu feather no mun pa better and feather and better particulars if I'm braying. No mun justification for sa sikana and pimpim no mass spending no ne kwan so no. Now I think that heads must begin to roll now. See, and found baby and panity. Say heads because the I'm preaching.
But Divan where now no you see a Sky Train. Board chairman na already approve $2 million you invite no. $2 million you. Professor me ya kumfi. Yentia na NI before invite no. Board chairman na or approve sika from $81 million. Emma ni ko drew $261 million no. Wakwai. Governor na already preside yes say from $81 million no. The omu koye we no ma ba no ma beji bid. Okwa hefa. $2 million you invite me ya kumfi. I invited some sector minister railways minister Jogata. Adenti na board chairman and other Bank of Ghana no. Sika from $81 million and then nya fe na yebenya document e kire sa we say evidence. Way back in opposition, mo ye hu protest. Eti board chairman what ho ye dey.
Share and said they be ameka say value for money. Value for money na ye kan. Sa deal we are esi LBOG no enye no kwa o ohun sa flyover port no the omo Nana Akufo-Addo omo ye beto abe commission and so na the budget no less than 80 million. It was around 76 million, yet omo ye wie no nam 700 million. Omo ye wie no sa ho no ne kwa no nam 700 million. Omo consult obia omo no obia ndi nkomo Oraka no frata nko atumi trane dem no we decide no ama approval okubisa na say contingency whatever and all of these things no otwi nwa mimigidi say obi mbuwa no be treat you sir and the MPP at the time I think said oma mfani di ama Ghana for oma mbu Ghana for and I mean nim say no madwom say opposition no omo nkobi da na say omo hu bi da na because so you be outdream that che ho now nim de da wanim ni de betumi asia minim say some of these decisions will be taken in a way a be affect Ghana for unim say and there me papa bi edi nkomo ewo ministries ho no but names won follow the na course of parliament inti me board din chire ne say Bank of Ghana for some spend $15.8 million was CCTV cameras on papa ne catch me say mo de mo no mo de sa makamo de bia na mo twa ndegum na no source here na me catch say won say shock you or say it's not possible MPP ni o or say it is not possible say ask how much spend and I'm catching say and you could see you spend why now spend says ka we had all the koshishe Osama bin Laden na where mu and say all the koshishe ne hefa you I don't get it etino me share adena causes is here no politics so and I think say majority for any NDC for a board game will be
majority for any MPP for any
NDC say majority no parliamentary I'm talking about the executive and the party as an NDC no
okay
omo bend MPP for game be now ni mama omo even say Osama Eduane once Osama Eduane de be si wani mu a udi a ubewu when din so a ubewu once o ma set trap bia mo a one assembly eka one can be a cat also we say we defend so I would defend boni expose you so once a parliament one no ye can asem no and in all fairness and objective way you know it's so clear say asem sa na esi ni eka you have to come and defend who be defending so you look bad so when people no mujina onum na mu once you be some what is your interest in it did you award the contract o ka hu bi unim hu asem and I would defend no unim hu all because you say party nti endra metie obi o si o gift your worry now abano you be defend omo deputy communication Kamal o si o you be defend any appointee bia. Well mo there if those at the top will defend, let them go. But me dey be shocking me say be o grassroots ni a ho kire wo chain me meti hey a one benefit woni mo ho hwehwe ansi mimi nim nkrofo a some of the appointees obi to say gift your worry omo se omo bone pono a support back say omo anya. Meanwhile no, this is somebody I look at the amount of money now in all of this accusation. I think say they are targeting low hanging fruits because obi to say for NSA National Service Authority honum say the way ya places so much focus on gift your worry alone one kasano, I find it a bit fishy and problematic because I don't see why I say about only gift your worry because reports now Muka say yeah investigating no is from 2017 to 2024. Oshe in that trajectory no. Where is Nanabi in this? No na mo na yaman the press conference. Honorable Yusuf Mustafa Yusuf yes sir. Our Hifa again maintain say the substantive director no of National Service Authority no Yaboni D and I be to say gifty because let's also put on record say see deputy CEOs no omo mandate to na baby edu threshold ho levels bi on mo ntumi nko some of the signatures in Yamanyama or no mo nkwa omo ntumi and sign it is our directors no mo we hin and na ICT for no because I do omo ye without ICT collaboration no omo we hin and na sasika we unim say BOG a friend saying bank for no so and collaborate here. You can't go and withdraw the money because it's in the names of individuals. Some banks no operatives no more banks one more money or collaborate ya or more fast as you can almost somewhere. And I think say body or gift your worry. It's just to I think that but there are other accomplices. Omukawa eseso mu nyina no emra no chi omu ene omu be deal with them. It's the same thing with this events a BOG asemia omuhwe but adeba ni say I'll cut the majority and even parliament to some slack say omoka bibi say unse na they were looking for information BOG for no any Ministry of Finance for concili information no mo pese ebeba abonten until this is the first time I hear some of the things until no mo there almost value for money audit no mo kwa any investigation no omo koye mra na ye nyina ye hu assembly de wo mu gani
okay
na de nyina ye di aso ate bi de ye nyina nim say ankoyie akochew na ye nyina no ye alarmed as Ghanaians say the MPP abanja o mangana na say a crime scene and I wonder how they feel offended so ka say omo manage economy no like criminals obi anom say oba you offended say obe describe you in those offensive terms but the truth is that o share the equity it means clearly say o man no managing as criminals I say nkrophobia o ma ba say ye be wiamo ye be bomapo ye be sisimo ye timi ma mo nkabi ni aye yade ni ye pa ni aba be sen ni ye de ko na obi say say senka ye wankasa your private company your private business via na ka obe operate sa and the sad thing about it is Bank of Ghana the way I hyping na yama na ikesenya no mu generate iska bia once na minua that's kind omu generate funds omu yahwe yo enran so omu de omu di esika no na omu di na such an entity mutumi mano that free will na no mutumi expend sika in a way ono apekeke
because oya governor and a board run a sire director
and that's the structure
on one governor no
they be on board chairman
me say oya board chair yes
that's the structure
on one board ni nyina so sa chairman and na all you no chese ne autonomy powers e de ye ne awopɛ Mohammed memra wo so BOG nsem na e be Ghana for one say your friend is say a BOG papa kan no the same program and they start this Ebeko court 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years saa kwa ba dan keteso. Na wan dancer wem.
Menu aba we de meda wase. Dedi kan mamfa atiefo mamenda atiefo ni ahwefo nyina aseso magibre na ewie follow program yi. Amesanso ncha NDC fo nyina omoto santene campaign ahodo ma NDC etimiwe ni abai boom yebeda omase. I think the issue no dear min nuano mienu yi adelve in the matters dada oma church nsemu yi ama atiefo ni ahwefo nyina atete enyoma biase. Na de wose me magana fo nyina eti ase ne se de enti agana fo ekoto santene eto abama His Excellency John Dramani Mahama sebi eya koyese yenya hunu yenti bi ho abakosem da e my Ghana no nyina no was because of how Ghana for do na hunu kwaya akofo ado ni ofori atane ni MPP for elutu the coffers of the states. Omonim said ye na omusi ewia yen because obviously na kamia koyese na nyoba bebre kwaso ankrofo ni mo. And so you know, we are so tired to the extent because a cofuado no casembia nyadia otie you no beka aye final. And nyadia no otio bia and no more from o mind zika ewia sikano edino nyafo. And nyadia menu aba every single person wa bo maya po wa di o maya sika ye de ne ho beche no. Ebi kase 4 years idie mo betimi dia ye dey 4 years no edema bebre ene betimi dia ye die di kan bebi a ebeye problematic amayens ne se nsem no be court na Supreme Court atimi edi ni unanimous decision akọ manta nyoma delay case. Enti me speaking as a member of the National Communication Team menimi e pass the Supreme Court ho no ye eagle eyes ewo ho. I was here to me a investigation about some of the judges and their true intentions. Because I could forward the him say a Supreme Court ho there were packing NPP sympathizers and ewo ho. Maybe a sembe kobia tia MPP ni bia no makotena so unanimous decision no ma clear ne pakro. Akofo do clear na appointees na Supreme Court so claim crofo ewo Supreme Court. Te President Mahama ka so no obey make sure say obe balance court no. Obi bia wo de enye on no interest ene wo na say wo de o pesa kumenkumenya wo political party ena wo dwene ho ankrofo disika ye di omoko gina mbrani a obe fa kululu not what me amane pakro fa ne ho adedie enya de a ye behwe ho enti some can say we are seriously working on that because governor say obedamo so be physical ya boss obey dayo ni nyina upon all the investigation ye wie ni nyina Supreme Court ho na eko High Court ho na eko Appeal Court ho na eko ti was here to make sure say you be cleaning up all these courts. You be cleaning be bia ma judge ni bia we dey why you say akofo ado na file as judge ntino we dey obe koswa ye communicator in the Supreme Court and the High Court in defense of the MPP there. Now dia ye be peneso because you were chrome her and your name say some of the judges crampo a contestee on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party. I recorded that ho. Obisa you don't go and pick the person to serve as a judge. Tihono, that is the first step because all right, you cry report you cry the buy no. So these are some of the cases. And crofo be bra ma de dwuma ya o mai sika bo ma ya po they are listed doso se ka say yetim ye de court sa kwa na yantimi antoto nyoma e wo Supreme Court e wo High Court wo no ma mo be pem ame ye be pem ombo over telling ni say ya wo be lose cases ye be lose some Ghana for asre yen mo na mo se mo na ora mo de ba hwe de ko si say. And some know can say we are actually working on the ground to ensure say court honum no ye be sanitize baby ye we are na afi yaba the former governor of the Bank of Ghana sa papa die on ye say said ye akofo ado ye clueless no sa pepe no so tie ɛno nti na Akufo-Addo ɛkɔfa ne bae sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a ɔdo no bɛyɛ kululu na ɔmabɔ ɔman no apo, and they succeeded in getting that. Wo Akufo-Addo yɛto abama as president of the Republic of Ghana. Free so buffers reserves account to be the jar on my Ghana was just $64,000. So o convert here, that's about 990,631.68 and ultimately jar on my Ghana. But your members of parliament to two futuro Ghana for any say omo free so no se come the jar on my Ghana reserve buffers 15 billion Ghana cedis. Sasikado omo mebitre baby a sikado wono omo metre let's show us where this money is. Be ye hunu ye ba be mo ye hwe ye nkrata mo ye hwe nioma mo ye say omo ti so oma ye pasa oma fom sikano na dia ho kire na abeto Ghana for so ene mebuna ewo krom ha nya adwuma nye enya asem ketua enia in their thousands, their hundreds of thousands omo nash omo teeth in pain because adwuma bia ne ho a omo ye de omeye fisa Akufo-Addo ba nya de obo bra bia ti hono memeka say every single appointee be a Bank of Ghana governor nko. I mean, the Bank of Ghana governor is just a tip of the iceberg. And we just say, but then I say what they I mean, figures are boy dear. And we say, figures na kasia pa no edit the ministers for. I mean, look at the Cecilia Dapa case.
Yeah, Bank of Ghana, dear, 4 billion, scale close to 4 billion Ghana.
I say, I know it's just a tip of the iceberg.
Monketwa.
Me say oral reports no. I mean by virtue matimia domoso kwa hunu nioma kakra. Some ya me disambeti bi ma ame okujote ablakwa. Me submit bi ma no e ma na hwehwe nioma mo. I mean nkrofo ya oma wie Ghana pasa.
Honorable okujote ablakwa.
Yekọ radio so yeko TV so yeko kasa Ghana for do one anim say omo the report e fire so a betimi akọ team no ho me no work say me nya be 20 reports
20
reports from concerned citizens in this country, ordinary Ghanaian citizens. And I may hwehwe emohwehwe nkrata me hwe na de emu edru pa na adanse ye wo ho no na ye be 10. And I may forward them 5 e ma Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa. Okay. And no can report na e ko no. Me mpesa me ka ho nsem bebre because report no e ma abonten. But me de mensase me boso say ministers are omudi mu na tsese omo Akufo-Addo aban mu mienu no mon sem mo ho ebombon report him ye de ho report by. Okay. So sankrofo nyina ye ba chichi omo nyina agum se nwa. Ye ba chira mo se de ntia Ghana fo eto abama ako President Mahama. Oh, ye ba he me se ye ba chichi omo se nkokọ. Na se edru ho a mesre Ghana fo. They say be away political witch hunting and a political witch hunting na President Mahama onto no bona President Mahama onye say. Emebuna wie suku amunya adwuma nye enya sam ketu President Akufo-Addo ba ye nsem de brofo akase wish na the vice for the agire no so the dia be waso economic with it enya gide wan krofo so mo ba omo betene Ghana magana yese Dubai. Unemployment rate beton dey say 8.4%. Moko na the number 15%. Mo factors are hodu amoso mo be de ba no ekosi say. Enonti si antimi atwetwe nkrofo ya so a Ghana for hwe ya omo compound no crampo se omo akoto santene in any election year akoto aba ama president bia because the entire omo to abama President John Dramani Mahama nyina no was because of the looting, the corruption ketashe dream die project kankaya nkrofo yi abo ma se omo fon omo yesika na kene for that die be de me bone kokko onhwe yi so na dwene so ma Ghana na obere adanko dada do mo extended date no my lawyer for blah na oye ni o ma na say special prosecutor assign body day the day ekoto list na so assign no wanted da yeah bre twene de ba Ghana hanoma ya ba twene say sabe Ghana for enyamoa You bet Shane is ultimate taking the ordinary Ghanaian citizen for granted. You bet Shane is Ghana, oh my Ghana, no, and no check or check my dear, and now call for the Nabusia for dear. I then I'm at near poor my sir. A man crow for so and crow for taxes or more, no more risk canon nyafo. A whole government, more free so come with the G or my Ghana, then do $100,000. My the coffers of the state, passa. Addison, the on your pole, on pole, and so on her dear, Obehuno. Yadika Kadada, because you summon there, Coswa, all printers a carco for the commander now. Oh, I said print when we are printing. I go for the Nakazaka yet to Secaso. Secano or Chrome, I will Chrome her yet to Secaso. I know my command, now others are printing. I'm a more printing seka just say printing ya my inflation just say must say economy no passa must say economy na bon my
okay
Timasre
ye na for anu si mami
the make nyina na say the Bank of Ghana governor no. We are going to do everything possible to ensure, say, we have value for money. The value for money auditor, it will actually go on. Now, say, prima facie evidence case biana, so I'm making sure, say, so. Ye permanent serve as deterrent to other people in this country. Now, give to your already. Odi say afenya mark no kaso omra. Oh, ya sure bra bibia nkoso. Na bra bibia nkoso, don't worry bibia nkoso. No afro play. No abesi o man Ghana. Yeah, National Intelligence Investigation Bureau. And they are going to invite this woman. Now, the entire many of them can say, what about the others? The director, the IT people, and all those stuff. Yes, they all have to be invited and all that. But for the investigation, and the main fish, the main target, give to your worry.
Why? Oh, why?
Now, on the investigation was, Manasseh Azuria won investigation, or no, not the main target. And to say you invite some of the neighbors investigate
Ibrahim. Yes. The main target because munchire muma Ghana for who the NTA na gift your worry the main target.
See as one was saying the signatory.
Signatories.
Yes, okay. Not the signature. Also, she appended her signature. As to why the director didn't do that, but she did that and all that, also a coach him Emma NIB. And see, on one some of body.
So the finance department, NSS, and she say gift you a worry and net done.
I think so. I should think so because she was the only one who was mentioned by the investigation conducted by the Fourth Estate, headed by Manasseh Azuri.
Okay.
Say, or sanction these payments for all these years. Or sanction bought director anything. So it will be fair say. The lead suspect, or say your friend, or yet to tuna noa. But of course, the IT people, the other, the director, they all will be investigated.
Because it's a company way.
Yes.
Your CEO.
Yes.
Yeah, done your operations manager.
Yes.
And your accountant, our debut.
Yes.
And then authorize it, like. To say or signing as a manta son, you bet you a car, you baby beer, or the final way say you're signing the signature. I'll prove it say yentia.
Yes.
But say every baby, every shrine.
I think probably she was empowered to authorize the
because
payment.
Because me kwamate say any football club no kwa. Players ni na eduma efo nyina technical team ni ade nyina akwa no omugu ayi NSS.
Hey, mami.
Na
na waje din sa. Baby obekọ bia na ye man fan so.
Any football club no chese.
Players people soldiers na people soldiers omo de on view omo. MPP full soldiers no omo class oni ho no pampa omo.
We have a long way to go.
So she's the main suspect.
Okay.
See NIB before friend na fi obobodin say director kan ho, site kan ho, we kan ho, why kan ho. Then we call all of them and investigate them. omo esafata se wose e de omo kotum no nsabamo no ne apeja omo gidigidi e de omo akotum so de ebe ya ebe serve a deterrent to the overwhelming majority of others who will be occupying same position.
Okay, me that's it. Ye beto aso lawyer woni me bisa we na mato aso de akọ agenda 111 na me ka bibi say finance minister kra no this NSS scandal you know omo ya we.
Why wouldn't they be aware?
Oh, yes. Chief of staff Remo Opari or Yahweh.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Why not? Okay. Because Sabi consolidated funding the would you cheer the so you can't say that you are not aware of these things. You see, I'm amazing. Me problem, my biggest problem.
Sorry.
In a way, we back there no one Yahweh because Ebia, these are the names I'm on by the issue payment. They don't do any other verification. But there's verification that's supposed to be done at NSS.
Yeah, digitalization, yeah, Juma Dr. Bamia digitalization.
Me confirm say baby I will posting one or work. Until every day in a walk. In a month and maybe I mean find they go for let's say 3 weeks instead of the 4 weeks. But they make sure they month ba boswa walk. Now I quite a report from their supervisor. But I sign it. Now what I call for authorization. It is if you go through all these things, how possible they be more one second one? And you know the one man walk the might be boom power and kawakutia. If you walk your verification, what you know, they don't get their pay. But in some you see, you live in a country, they be America, we were paying ghosts and owing the living.
It's serious, oh.
You try because
you know the time they were making their money and taking all those things. So now November, Akemu, October Akemu, December Akemu, you are no more side, no. They were sorted.
Yes, this kind of crab, I'm treasure bill.
Send the money delay
for better 3 months.
No, when
you're but I was saying to ghost names no says can be on my yentueli na am CBA 2 my in trenches ghost name 81,000 bon say scan buy and oh scan buy near 100,000 ka enti no omo maka ne budget na so mo di kan a divert scan to omo ghost names no
yeah
and some form there would do me no e di kan ji omo de na ati asefo no mo kokosi en some fan we would do me no eti na ekomo de wo Charlie.
It's sad, Nanama is sad. And I think it's a whole cartel.
Are you serious?
Honestly, me problem why there. You can't be saying this and then Gifty will come and say there. If you know no investigation body is even asking for her, will be invited. And I agree with him there. You can't just also narrow everything about Gifty. Whether you say it's an authorization or whatever, by now, who does investigation of this sort targeting only one person?
Deputy.
There, say, then you will get the rest. Manana Murunwa. No, we should get serious. Rama, we should get serious in this country. Adibi or what? Yeah, man, your phone, I am either scratch my back, let me scratch your back. That mean, man, I enjoy here. Are you telling me there? National Service Authority ghost names issues in Fourth Estate crowd why one investigation why won't you show for that one why any if people are being paid from the consolidated fund through bank accounts, you have the Bank of Ghana working with all these banks. Within a click, you can't find those who are really ghosts and those who are living.
Oh, but Felix Kwacho for to release or the buy no. Your mutia arrears name payment or say after head count. Omokroma state for tested was a statement anymore. Or say head count omo ye we ready wa ha.
Intina make there so
woman realize say 81,000 detected ye no from friends 4 tested.
Exactly.
But head count omo ye no no hu ye say omo ye 98,000 na 98,000 bi kakra so and na ghost names egusu ye 81,000.
Nanama inti said the masemi awareki aka to be now within even President Mahama Kranansia saying Kabi they were authorized there. Those who born them ghost names issues should be dealt with or arrested. Okay, 48 hours are back. nobody has been invited.
Gift crash, gift name na musu wedwane na ba. And I want bounce yes one who could de ne remu.
Nobody.
Wa me ya the camera say sin so say muntwama wo bia hu se maba. But and run gift na ba ma de a chen bedu se me kwa kan NDC for no mo ba omo no ba be ko.
Up to the moment say
what you ya NDC for no ba be ko na president Mohammed D say no be no wadi say. But enipa ni Ghana ha no. Mu ye dede se woni ha. And when I was said taking 1 week and say invite gift.
Ah, that's a serious question.
If the momo can you true say he's the key suspect. Say or says he key suspect. You see if Mustafa the parliament in Tibia Jano, a bit take process you say well based on Abia. So no nye key suspect. Key suspect na so mu president eboni one kan one boni din say bia Jano waba enra. Ama airport no ama the cameras esini so atwa no say waba. Timu hia na mo mfre no about 5 p.m. ono cross will be and run some bubo ni din NDC for ni din dama no and mo bona mo post to post na hoya mo fenti no ade a cha mo social media platforms no just no an say mo man trend sa but obi invite ni say uni key suspect e wo NSS scandal mo ntino be answer questions
no
unim say
that's sad
say scandal say koso nyina no ade bi wo no mo a yen fa adwen ko hono mo you realize say yen nyina ehu say boni akoso but you see say the SWA government na appointees ni krefo mu nyina deny but boni na koso so I ask myself say yen nyina enim say boni akoso ani say boni no hwan na di ye say wo say yenye wo yen nyina enim say ghost names eba mu yenim say ya overpaying krefo yenim say ska bi akwa and those people are denying yet you all admit that there was some kind of wrongdoing be somewhere. It when they did Sabon na yet to be fishes that particular person out. And what NDC people should know is I've said it and I'm going to repeat myself and say opportunity where omenya Ghana for endorse in this manner no they shouldn't take it for granted.
No, it's true. You're right.
See if they mess up no matter you say oh scratch my back scratch my anus. Now you wait I to say now you know there is something we can say we are all the same, we are all brothers. See, we didn't vote for you to become relatives and I said to become buddies. We don't want that kind of chronism and sir this one in Tubasha today even parliament ending and all of a sudden we are not enemies. See, we are not what we don't it's not like we want you to become enemies or friends. Let the right things be done for the people. Yepesie who said the entire Obama who said go after the witches. I'm hurting the nation. Go after the criminals.
There's nothing wrong with witch hunting.
Yes, there's nothing wrong.
If they are witches, they have to be hunted.
It annoys me anytime they want to make it look like we are one people, we are all brothers, we are all the same. See, we are not the same. We are not. We are in this country. Sometimes when they make us say. Uno bi ya dia hwese na nanamo ne suban te ne hwese onya wo de body be chewa no fan chew in the MPP aban na atwitwa look at their records we be hu say boni bia new government bia ye bia MPP aban na kire sa boni se ne edi no dem mills buy or shedeja MCs for more than 6 months no more function even some of the state CEOs ni agencies no or ye na je so form ho ne sanka mo so be kaya Obotan scandal in 2007 or 2008 Obotan scandal between Kenofurata and Senate. It was a big deal, like it almost collapsed the event is saying data bank. Kenofurata Kobun Kotoje. And I remember Atamils Enim Enokokachen say Osreno and Nipa Onu my Mills car say or a Ghana any business. Yes, safeguarding protecting Ghana for interest. Somebody who benefited from the magnanimity of event saying Melson or no buy no opportunity na case or kaidi trims. Look at the Bonia or the D in Crawford.
Seriously.
See, for buy and you know setting fast track high court quickly. And no buy no or chichi oxygen. I shall go crown better on the boat, no they do near jail. And you know, and we were okay. If you are saying the same thing now, this dilly-dally up and down game, we are brothers, you are the same people, then you come and smile. We don't like your smiles. We don't like you're fidgeting and sir see, we didn't even vote for Mahama to become a father for anybody. He is not a father for all. We don't like that father for all mantra, no. See, if it is good you have to do for Ghanaians. That's why I voted for you.
My brother, what I can assure you is that I mean, this particular Mahama.
Masa, assurance. Assurance na Ghana for you.
Listen, action.
When the party was in opposition,
yes.
But the Ghana for expert no, action.
And I make sure I say action.
You go beyond the assurance.
2 months crampony. No, but look at what he has started doing.
Okofaka.
Obia bo President Mahama Basunia was start here.
Yes.
And no there no two ways about Obia bo President Mahama Basu. And then me banana dream bibia say share Ghana 16 region aside regional ministers this other substantive ministers yes say but what chese region bia benye other ministerial appointment what cheni na kama any dey work me but dey work first year why no because yenya 120 ministers kwa there some regions kwa na ministers no aside regional minister omo enya bi any niam why you Kumasi afari ye be bie by September we ye ni nyina batwe masa Ghana for hunu abonefo samo akoso.
True.
Ghana for here assurance o. Ghana for here action.
And I make sure say action na Ghana for here no. E was say a correct baby and son as action na den juma. Makacho say our court system no is politically tainted.
Calling someone for investigation no enu no ehia Chief Justice.
Yeah, personally I'm very disappointed.
Yes.
Because my many see Ghana na play mo na wa say ka NI before swano.
You fan no kran san we pie kwa konfie.
Like pampan do I was
suspect.
Yes, I wasn't happy. Because I'm him say na intelligence am o nyina na say my many land Ghana say came. You the wrong Sebastian and Saudi ago e dey na call investigation. E ho hia kra bo say e dey beto ma. Dey dey na tum sa action no na was say koso. But when you say Ghana for are becoming the same no. Ghana for and that Ghana for a name or more in the past no. The people of Ghana are becoming discerning. You can't play with the minds of the ordinary Ghanaian citizen these days. And so the endorsements no more de no. Because of some of these things, here be any MPP for a chance yesterday. So the menu are bear my air cane near Castle be our brothers, not new my cost. Not just say, yes, son, your master sana. Ghana for Ombetre Bibi Caribbean in the next election. And to himself, President Mahama, dear, or no, why not doing so? No, there's no here. Just here, President Mahama, you know here. I mean, 4 years, no, he wants to leave a legacy. Timester said, Obibia, wa pointing no, we are Minister, Attorney General. I mean, special person Obia Mwano no more ma form sikei yentime form mon famra kwan so and I be there na mo invitation intentem mama ma me nam ho and na me tie na lawyer member of parliament from Manchester South was say I mean omonya invitation bia anti no nya de a omnyo beko bebia why are you delaying
na you inviting na okwai
na inviting na okwai
oh ni pa no you inviting na oni bebia ko
what's inviting no inviting na only no go
and you know the sad
it's so sad.
What is going to also happen is that people will not take the NDC serious. Share Maslock, and the NDC CEO what jailing
Tamaklo.
Nowhere to be found, right? Now, give to say you spoke about me,
Maba.
Imagine, I'm spoke about me. Oh, what coming once a Maba? Out Tio, we ain't Maba. Yan Bonnie and I say any review.
What have you done?
Exactly. Exhibition. TikTok.
So they will not take you serious.
And those involved, no. What's here? Fort Estate, Suleiman Brahima interviews or grantia. Before election, now, a year documentary, Kobunko to drop power, much. The information. Come they back out before the.
Because of the election, said they be election.
Omunim say omundi boni. Omundi say omundi boni. Ombe pa amka say yenye
yes.
Go ahead.
Omu court nyina akwaje injunction amode to ade ne say they won't even allow them so go ahead to do whatever they want.
And I think that some of the NDC people should also stop misbehaving because of their misbehavior war recordings. So sometimes they tell them there, Chale musumu ya de baba.
Oh really?
I'm telling you.
Yes.
I'm telling you. And those, because of some of those things, medi.
Micro minority for no cramp on Mokramo, who am a buffo. After marking another pre. Somebody say, Parliament, honor, don't say Mamma Casawa hole. Yeah, just micro.
Now, by the majority, you should be blamed. With your numbers, you can't deal with this.
Okay, listen,
this minority, we're a mighty minority.
Almost our parliament.
What's it? They can't meet you up.
Yes, 88. Say, Mumu give you one that's a vacuum, no space need to operate here. Not with the numbers here. Who do parliament here? Majority for a go. As our independent MPs for a come home. Now, I found your markets. Men can say, who you will buffoo. And my opposition, a human one more yen. Because a choir of Fazo Mulusu, and the only way out, Ghana for better can say, on bed distracted. Yes, a
okay.
They are doing their work as minority or opposition minority group in parliament. But it's up to the majority of more parliament. They say, with the numbers they have in the parliament, no, utilizing, making good use of that number.
I am giving the benefit of doubt. The entire majority for no I am Rekakra is because of some person setting up a government with issues because our appointment committee holding and for that. Maybe I just want to give the benefit of doubt. But after everything, no say a vetted, deputy ministerial for the near Bibia na Bibia Asia. I don't expect what I'm seeing to see what I'm seeing currently in parliament. Because I find your man can take advantage on it and not done pray to take the leniency of the majority because of say a person yetimi setting up a government the person be because we pay tolerance or more and they are taking advantage of that, describing themselves as mighty minority. And to see a we be na se bibia koye na set up a government na say ye mo bi ye time ehunu ye so nyoma bi so parliament ho na ayare kakra bia o sele apologize de kika ka ho enya de e be pini o one way ye mo be ko parliament ho akoka no kra kire omo because ye man crofo ye mo mpega na ye de o man show mo nsa 8 good years amanti mi ambo bra bia busia kasia and na mo bo edidie nyafo ye ntimi mo take the nation for granted.
Enti na Ghana for am opportunity. Fortunately for NDC, mo wo bibia mo wo tumia de wo se mudi ye bia mo de beye de na Ghana for kwahwe kwan ne say ye nya minority group kwa wo parliament. Enti no minority group ni ye nya enso no NDC betimi ye bibia wo mo pe bia with that them.
But I know what I know.
De make can say eyempe kasa tenteni assurances.
Yes, but what I know, they said the Amakano is from a very deep source, from sources of some of the members of parliament. Or more problem, say they just want to tolerate them. Say they be John Dramani Mahama best setting the government. Say they be a vet and they be cost don't be setting your ma. But we are. That is where we are going to show them where the power lies. Afenyo markings now 2 hour be my sem so your mighty minority no you can who ye and not done prayer. You bet you my parliament ho be ketekete amomo. Parliament kakrake.
My brother.
Yes.
Who make case so spicy kasatin we on top of. And you see me I always adeba ko me pabla e ka kire me say so person who no be to anamo na hu do obetumi ayewa hwe na namo. And oko so example or say oko circle station. Now got to say a pie, takrade. Now with your transportation, chalo referee, na car need to no the need chiretema. Now on the mafla can so how to see. It's the same thing. See, me and Ra, what I was expecting to say, yeah, I make some chiro. Me tia me call power da. Me government appointee da. But I know, say se utu kwan figure na hase nkwa na se obefa approved routes na se wo so ba Ghana there is no way how betwa mu as security ni se ehia wa ye nchewo ye di udinya kwa hwe I didn't know in 2015 I forgot
the flight obotu about 4
me see me online ni mu me see o me tu kwan aba me do airport no a eni yi me feel line ni mu me feel line ni mu for narcotics whatever. And what they did to me here, and no could change. Subsequently, I traveled again. I was coming. Near email feel like immigration officer lady no. Missing channel visa me say. train. So when yeah, no, I saw clearance from one of the bosses, and I'm stretching my neck. I wanted to be sure, say, what is wrong with me, my name? Not knowing, you see, red list, you see, I hear something to my name.
So who was them?
And then someone said, like, the man to PEP, politically exposed person on the flight.
Hey.
And yes, so
really?
Yes, so since then I called and I said, what is my fault? Oh, you me film no more share no more see you clear oko.
Yeah, Ben, no.
2015, I'm talking about 2019 years so. It happens. So I'm just saying, say, just to buttress the point, say, give to your baby. If so a red alert person or not say hiano. And I'm the mom who say urgent. See, you people are giving us the impression say urgent. That's so about Bedua. Mumbisa no you go fear. Some person go fear no go fear. Majano. So on quiet then.
Na ne lawyer say kasa ebi na beat ya no me oni o the press release ba na Mustafa any your friends or says be aka bomu e the release aba na beat so enam e wo Ghana ye
abufo mo say o mo kasa be ma sem say the enti
said the enti say
so I'm disappointed. I'm seriously okay. I'm just so much disappointed.
Me fa we say
so disappointed.
Agenda 111 your friend is say President Mahama eko so na no oboso ya he say also PPP private public partner na public private partner PPP no e na wo pe amoma say 1.7 billion US dollars ni here be agenda 11 health minister akọ some of the projects so a e bi bebre one the okọ e bia uncompleted but me hu asefua say wa kokro from de no edit video aba out o kire say President Mahama say ba ko eye adwuma eye operationalize but obeti ya ka say kro from de no obenya video na mame why mame video no kro from de no kowura consulting room 1 desk si ho consulting room 2 BBS ho consulting room 3 oko ward kura hu bed be 55 ward no ne
and na what you no His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama eba Mosebedwam gina simply suka say agenda 111 na MPP abana etwemu a commission no they are not operationalized ti miami ya manu se meba na mede mani aba behwe de esi for your room there's a reception furniture over here. Those consulting in here. The furniture, AC, everything fixed. Every consultant, furniture. So this is a film work. Invite Radiant Diploma. That's already here. Everybody tells you that this hospital is not completed, they are to do. You just need human beings in here. So not the nurses, any doctor for Bahamama. This hospital will be operationalized. So when we say operationalization of a hospital, what does it mean? It only means what's in the problem in the area. So as we speak today, so doctors and nurses are back. They can have OPD services. They can admit sick persons over here. Let us not forget that when a mandate is given to a government, it is given to it for 4 years. It does not say that 4 years minus a day or whatsoever. In the one I mandate from day one. Please issue a fact. Say human resource, you found baby ourselves. OPD services, the reception OPD services can start. Consulting rooms, all of them ready. Furniture's in there, ACs whatsoever. That doctors and nurses can be here to start work. Theater rooms.
Maybe the fee will put the honorable urban cover with him.
Agenda 111. Yeah, project abanda down here na use no go see hospitals. I will make it. Na baby agin
I for Recruit Municipal Hospital, one of those are General 1. Na a General 1 in no. Now you been here sika be $1.7 billion and you be sir at the end. To see how many say be $400 million na by that and a chia dia kwhwesa project with him. Nso kwhwesa $400 million na anaka ye na fees a anka ye ntumi anwie kura na wo say tumi wie project mbe 22 aka nipa ekom. But say amre ameno kasai ba kokora ni wa nipa kom akogya yarehwe. Nti amra omampanyi John Dramani Mahama edi oman ne bobre edi tudwa no oka kire Ghana fo nyina se sa agene wa ba kokora ni wa nifa tumi kom akogya yarehwe ene ya ba behwe se ne nyina ya hu no eda ne koyin sinwi hospital equipment nyina na ya den yetumi a supply yeni action plan bi ya dey fankofo ababe staff anase mba be ye adwuma wa ha na mmom ye to abama wa ohawa uba betu bia no awo se opekwan abefa so a obesi sa ohaw ni nyina anokwan enu nti omampanyi ahyeme aban dada no na sa project we nyina no ehye omampanyi aso ye ase omampanyi ayi sa project we nyina be hye aso ye a ehwe apomudin nsam ho do ahyeme se menkɔhwɛ project ni nyina yenkyere kwan yabefa so a yebewie ya ha ya bedru yi e car eda sa hospital we nko aso ai was aban etua ebro $8 million ebro Ghana sika ni mono 100 million ai was etua abi edi kan kwa ene so saa nti abehwe awie no e kwan yabefa so a yebema ofori kromfo kumasefo enya sa facility so mfa so no ene na hu hia pa na mo hu behia se Ghana fo nyina so be hu no kure wo mu no bia ka enye se obi betra TV so ana radio so no waka de ene de na maka na obi aka obi hu de de no kure nti we de ya gani wanka sa wodi wadi bi hu a na chese de nyina ya pese chechere no obi abeso me bi ni a chechere kama nti mejidi yese yekọ yanim no de aka ni nyina no yebekọ babi o wa afa ne yatu foundation ni nyina yebekọ akọhwe ne yakọbọ mampanyin so amane medam wase
so ti obi o hono mamabodi se mabato o se mo de be
anka yebenya ase na esitie no conventionally se project bi e so sei no nka wo be ya e wo se wonya foto obi wa na loan obi wa grant ni ade se oh sa sika we ni ade yesa project nti unwie kra sika da hwa
eko oforikrom ekoye propaganda na hospital a wosoma commercial mawie hospital wona wosie o soma commercial wie bebia ehjem anese fo ewo ho ne doctor fo ewo ho ewo he a omoye adwuma okoye hwamu ne yagi omo ya ehwe omo yare kire se bebia ekoso tote. This was just part of, hospital they called. It was just part. The majority of the whole facility, no, say because one, enya dia omawie. And the whole honorable member of parliament, and the monyam honorable members of parliament. Now what me alcohol, this kind of propaganda. I mean, just to deceive the ordinary people living in that constituency. obi betimi ahwe sa asemi so in your constituency atu aba etiawo. What is all this? President Akufo-Addo eti ne krom ha say on the hot potato no che say was sibeye 18 oko platform we so o say mawie 18 oko another platform mawie 14 minister soko ha o say mawie 10 party communicators oko ha o say sibeye mawie 50. Not knowing that even a single person, single person cry just say I'm even confused. Single hospital cry and now they are omutimi day is. So who are you deceiving? Who were you deceiving? No one say you were thinking that you will continue to be in government and be deceiving the ordinary Ghanaian taxpayer. Look at the amount of money I must spend, $400 million. Because of political, selfish, parochial, political interest in Tino. Matimix, you are building 111 hospitals. You promised before some before I mean, you just use some few years to finish and complete the project. In your lengthy stage. Okay. So what is happening now? Ghana for no are becoming so discerning. And then when you and I bet me I say Ghana for be adwene ama masako to so abo someone sambe rule Ghana. Opposition dey metra ho ache. Mo betra ho ache papa 32 years dey. Mo betimi abo ho e wo fie because mo vision bia ntro adada nya chom propaganda pese kumenya te say ahomaso e na ye mo mabere. Temunum say Ghana for enwene ntino yes ankoto mo so aba but this your propaganda. Come again.
Okay. Lawyer, citizen.
Hey Nana.
Okay, nti video na nkasa na ye show crow from no a honorable koy no. Other part ye uncompleted na ye nwie ye Vincent Assefu antwa no. E ho no mo eno na ye yie no. Na che se eno na da so no. Ghana, Mobo. After 8 years.
Seriously?
One hospital. Lawyer,
you see,
I see smart. Can't be.
Bini, I think the as if the word operational on Tasi.
Okay.
Or Tasi Swa, be an additional uncle. Because Sebi operational in there. As in, it's either in use or so ready to be in use. If we are Mamoze training, it was not there. CCI hospital is in use and it's ready to be in use. Now, hospital so on your health center, on your sick bay, hospital, most of original hospital, on your sick bay. No your health center, no your cheap compound. Sabi be yim na cheap compound bu Ghana ha bench gwa bench bi no guo na we use. This is supposed to be a regional hospital. Ntasefa onu krom regional hospital. This is how regional hospital so to abrochira nka wo sora obotu kwana efi Ghana ha wa kwa abrochira okwaja yosa.
But for you chrome the agenda 1 a regional hospital.
It's supposed to be. Agenda 111 is supposed to be regional hospitals.
Oh really?
Yes. It's supposed to have the status of a regional hospital. That's what they said.
Okay.
It's supposed to have the status of a regional, and even if it's a district hospital, gonna make it even a hospital is different from a cheap compound or a sick bay. Or a health center. Tanama, you see the inconsistency. What no? Now Ghana a offending Legon where you offending. University of Ghana Medical center way all way. They told us there is not ready. It won't be and I'm trying.
But maybe be also your set.
Yet one word dear. Hey, where is this and Banwy? Us is operational.
Yeah, commission.
You see the inconsistency. And they be ameka the MPP ankasa obia all on the droba of inconsistency. Wa how? Them droba no or the one who was system ni mo nkwe. They are still being very inconsistent even in opposition. Because all the time mu dwemnum blocks na blocks na mo nye na fine kwai. Mu be blocks are more abandoning. Oh, he be crack at the Mumbo and almost Akufano say you are going to dare me. If you think you can do it, why go pescana for go boyano? And that day, Morris, the finance minister by force, I don't make sure don't make provision for completion of the agenda 111. Hey, inconsistency. Omana Mobay, Musimo ya one district one factory. Muja Commander Sugar Factory. One district, one factory, more yet. Yet, Imode, in there, you think that everything should be centered around Agenda 111. No way we are do a project. Where is the money? And I mean, Adam, also they had money, and there was a dedicated funding for it. Onga come in here, also the proceeds. Hey, Brady, you should. I think sometimes, you see, I really do not get it. I don't get it. That there is dedicated funding for Agenda 111. And I'm Odu baby no. The reason they were giving us for Agenda 111 when we are in there, wonya asasi. Wonya asasi. This is the same project I watched 18 months. 18 months, they will be done. These are the same projects that has a figure the way Ototo Papa do. 18 months. Yet, I think it was 2021 they launched it, huh? I had 2021 here.
Agenda 111.
Yes. I think it was 2021. No, okay, within 18 months, we will be Yet when you were leaving power, you couldn't even finish one. Ekomi crying into my yet. But it's the answer I became. Anyway, I mean, we've seen it all. Projects are who our commission, even the so-called flyover your wife cry. There are still ongoing works there.
Mr. Bank of Ghana, yes, when we are my own say. Madam, was Ama. Chese yenya sumpo adwuma ekosu gidigidi hono but ya commission
na se bi na governor aka kan
ono obi wie tem na 3 kura complete kura oba ye cross on commission enti ne de no na ono anya nto ono obe commission de he de ya boss kura obe commission divine my nwie why sad ono ne de kura ye yi kura pillars kura obe commission
sa na wawa na semi minya dazini omakasa Unim Adeba Kwama Sansumira Hobi only say so far they're spending $400 million our agenda 111. Now unzeni about dollar dino. How much trivializing?
I think sorry Makati my information kakra count.
Okay.
There is supposed to be 102 district hospitals, 7 regional hospitals and 2 specialized hospitals.
Okay. Go from there no
So if even it's supposed to be a district hospital, I mean, this is what they are describing as a district hospital. It's not a health center.
Health center.
One was 400 million almost so much spending so far on it. When you say any Bank of Ghana per dime. Agenda 111 now we see so far the hospitals not even say 100 and 111. Maybe so 100 hospitals in our various stages of completion. When you say can they see down back up or Accra has so imagine Sikaya Senke was that Bank of Ghana we number of hospitals are in Quebec to me see Abema Ghana for a Huatom Wahasi. Imagine. Until what says Sika will be $1 na you need US and no be unable to do and say another type of dollar because you trivialize Sikano and Yamana is so cheap say dollar as if say dollar na nyeshi me de Mecca was agent na one original on say yɛhwɛ kwan bɛfa so a aban dada no a aban foforɔ a wabɛyi projects a yɛnwie nyinaa no ɔbɛtoatoa de nyinaa so mo bɛstarte biribi foforɔ biara deɛ ɛwɔ hɔ yi yɛ make sure sɛ ɛbɛwie na Ghanafoɔ anya so mfa soɔ ɛmfa ho no deɛ ɔhyɛ aseɛ ne baabi ɔmadu but let's call a spade a spade and say it as it is say ɔmanwie ma mo mbɛyɛ ho dede ɛna adeɛ no ma mo nim sɛ nyɛ operational yɛka sɛ bibi operational it goes beyond just structure keke brick and mortar human beings human resource ka ho even the resource no abɛ finish ne nyama and to make it work anipa be hu say the purpose in there is here no onya ho infrastructure no nti e dey say obi bia operational na patrol me kakra na aka me pese meka ayi Ghana assist 817
okay
na matwe fi politics ho kakra
okay na
say nyina enim say yeka say Ghana this 8 years as say Ghana enipa nkwa pension 8 years ago it by this time kokra bomu a no so we expect say oman ya okọ ne kokra bomu by this time no hu ne niama ye emote niama ase media de mekan nyina ne say sieka Ghana nyina no a ejina me no yenso eno bia dwumadi e wo Ghana ha say bia nso ehu hiama Ghana man hwe emfa ho say we journalist obi ye kayaye obi ton aduane o traffic mu obi de fa woni de obi aye o man mu ase obi a odwuma ho hia enti no be kaya time a o manpanyin dada na Nakufo-Addo declared lockdown during the COVID season no obi hu say na o man ni ma edin wa okites kakra na o pese on koto bibi kra onya baby abeto no and say o hu the value of human beings and any person for so enti no me gidi say as a country no yedu baby a yenina no we should brighten our corner baby bia space bia dia ma obi bia say onye ho adwuma no onye ne yie once aba betten hanum a ye ka about leadership the executive power parliamentary ni judiciary ye kan nyina abomu a nipa enema oman no ye oman na mekam niama ba ko mienu bi hwe onum say ye kasa nyina so ye bi sai ho say as citizens no then na ye so ye dia ma oman Ghana because onum say enema bebre a trickle down to the level to see no obian care about oman no koso nobody cares really say 10 year code then echo enti be hu obi no complaining amanyofo politicians for mo bokro no mo yesi je meka ne say obehwe obi o fitani odo ka akoma no na obu pata onim say 1 cedi no oje 5 cedi en say ye kura no say na abowoka fitani obehwe Messi ni obekono si ohia $100 e dey cast concrete obekono si na bia 20 no obokro no ka
fitani ho last year dear boss na eye noise okacha mi say oye say oba o say oye remodeling o di 8,000 no mi say dear boss na kasa no ye 10,000 many ba me ho so no na maboka 11,000 na dear boss no wa condemn no e wo say mi ko to car ni free ho e ko ba bi fro ko to dear boss fofo
enso ye wia na ye complaini ni ye ka say o man na nye hwe say obi ni aduane obayusu tomatoes papa ho sam niama ho tse no de anu aduane no akoyusu rotten
dia pro me so me mra so nti ye ne fo
na Ghana fo embram bedi imagine say obi ya adwuma of fire service no otwika no akogina hydrant ho de twinsi obaji so de kodumja no akoton ama obi wa abonti because the obi di wo ne kotoko imagine say obi a medical doctor na patient aba ho no ma ya buku no for surgery emergency because say owo ne bibi okoyekodi ni ga bi okoyebo ni bi nti na wa postpone because oji onu an interest ho oko obi oya nurse
doctors nya sad
me on se me shada me boxi so
me se wo bua doctors
me se me nim doctor bia na e di obi surgery emergency aba wa boga bi hu plan a che onya ga ne ye da no be surgery na me se ga ne pne man se o medi no sada no ana sada no ana papa no postpone wa ne surgery no public servant oko public service mu a obi provide service ma wa it's as if so your papa imagine say okoji mi tampo na wa beto credit aguso ye beto se wa to enter it into even the system this offer chide no akokutua wan kasa service a ye provide your sansu ji hu pay o media make akwakosi ni nyina ne say semu ya maboroburu so yi obi gina traffic mu unim so no akidim sa de otoma we asayo but because onim se car ne be movie nti no aton de ama no aduane ni nyina ye nyina Ghana na ye complain ye ka ho bi nti ehwe ko e be fa so ye nyina e be fix ye small corners no nya ye nyama ye nja ebu na ebu nipa no esisie ni esisi nipa no police ni traffic light sepe no wakodoje on be jira on direct because onya hu sika
ni nyina ka reset
o be bre police ni itunim traffic light no so bape no aba be jina on no de chichi cars no je o musika when nyina yenhwe because your hospital e complaining your police station complaining your court e complaining ni nyina akon so a eye nipa na gu ho in the 68 years we are singa na adi no ye reset Ghana man reset ye ho ni endwin Ghana ho kan
medamase me first dama father Abraham Hebron Spiritual Hospital of Ankobari as of Star Filling Station me patro ya de how cancer, diabetes, stroke, and typhoid, HIV, wo obesha ma hwato. Afa sunsumu ku bia da wo so promotion cases da wo so. Open lack we do men promotion. Ade tomu amesro. Omode afo ani kire father Abraham honum. O so pa hudu bi honum a wo yusu bia. Favor grace ni adum di wanim kan sa. Pe so papa bi fedware. Be bia be re bia na wo hyen. Ofanko barriers of Star Oil Filling Station frey 0244 371695 0244 371695 0559114122. Give us power capsules and money member nenum. Give us cold capsules 2 AM team constipation munyina free. So give us about Mr. Malaria fever typhoid the drew. Give us GC Mr. Ne capsules. Yes ma SC member. Ghana baby eton rubiano. Obenye bia so. Lawyer ato dad si Divine Kroma ena Ibrahim Ali munyina ede munyina ase. Yentwa ye ho embra.